539-1776 to schedule an evaluation or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
WKGN 1340, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
All right, here we go. Good. But isn't it something? Weren't mistakes made on your end? What isn't this a typical Bear? Like I don't want to put all your business on Front Street here.
Well, please don't.
Isn't part of this?
Part of it is my fault. Yeah, I'll accept responsibility.
Who did you entrust when you were in a groggy state after having dental work done
to get all the instructions?
Usually
post-op care.
Yeah, usually have usually a woman, like a wife, a mom. Like somebody responsible takes you there and says, okay, remember, he said, do this, don't do that. Who did you have for this important mission?
McClure.
Okay.
I'm a big sausage guy.
So
I'm sure he was distracted.
You're under anesthesia.
Yeah.
You're coming out of that and you have to have certain things that you're supposed to do, not supposed to do.
Like I really don't remember a whole lot about Tuesday morning about being there.
And you entrusted Cody McClure to be, I would have taken you. I could have helped you out here. Now, first of all, I live right over there. Second of all, they love me over there. # No Cavity Club. And third of all,
you're their second favorite member of the drive.
I'd tell you what they told you to do and not to do.
Well, Cody got a little distracted.
Some of this is self-inflicted.
I love sausage.
Cody was a little distracted.
By what? The nurses or something over there? Okay. Well, it's.
Thought they might have some roller dogs or something there.
Damn, Bob.
Well, no, I mean, just wouldn't.
No.
I heard I love sausage.
Great. I'm a
so
big
anyhow,
sausage guy.
Yeah, hopefully everything's going to be back to normal by the beginning of next week.
I hope so, man. You got to get. We need that grill ready to go. I was just out. I've been making some rounds this morning. We've got 9 out of our 12 Football Fridays sold and accounted for. So we're going to be hitting the road a lot this football season. Yeah, some of our favorite places and very, very exciting. So we'll be announcing that in the coming weeks. Football practice going on. All right, Bear is back this afternoon. He does have to leave early. Hall of Fame game last night.
Forgot all about it.
Me too.
Did you?
Yes. Well, I've been watching the Braves.
Oh, for the love of
We're
God.
good again. What?
You heard me.
Hey, Walker.
You coming to take your medicine tonight? No, you can hear me.
What?
Can't hear
You want to bet?
What?
Turn this down. See if I can hear Bear.
Don't ever call me a welcher. You don't know me that well. I've never welched on a bet in my life.
Me?
I never.
Yeah,
said
this guy.
I didn't say
But
that.
people can't see you pointing.
I'm on camera.
Yeah,
But that's like 10% of our audience. Most people are listening on their phone. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Guys, please.
Okay. Well, I mean, this
Real
guy.
professionals,
not call
please.
you a welcher. I'd never say that.
You kind of referred to me
No,
as that.
never
So what's
said
this
that.
bet you want, big boy? Huh? Huh?
When my Atlanta Braves break out the broomsticks this weekend, or win 2 of 3, against the Evil Empire Yankees in the Bronx, it's going to be you, big boy, leading the chop Monday, just like Bob did when we took down the Dodgers. We're coming for you this weekend.
And if just like when Big Dom
Hold
went
on, I
over to
can't
New
hear it.
Jersey
Sorry,
and never
go ahead.
came back, that's
Uh-huh.
what's going to happen to your Braves this weekend in the Bronx, my friend. And when that happens, you're going to sing New York, New York.
Okay. Not even worried a little bit about it. Not even a little bit.
We don't even have to shake. I don't want to shake your hand and get the taint of your loserness on me. You weasel.
Sorry, what?
You heard me.
Speak
Damn
up a little.
well
John's
heard me.
playing. You speak up a
He
little
doesn't
bit.
even want to be in the same
Turn this
room
down.
as you. Russ.
What's he saying?
He doesn't want to be in the same room as you.
Why?
That's up.
You know what I would say, Bear? This is what I would say.
What's that, Bob?
No.
Welcome back, by the way.
Well, thank you, sir.
Um,
Go buy a couple more players.
no. Well, that always helps. But what I was going to say was, talk to us around postseason time. These little micro streaks where some certain host team is winning, he gets pretty full of himself.
I just want to know.
It's like he's bipolar, Bob. I mean, he swings up and down.
Oh,
and the
he was out.
season's over.
He was
I'm
out. Yeah.
He's out.
Hey.
He's in.
Keep your vocal cords loose this weekend. That's
Bob,
all I got to say.
He's like your kid when when your kids are really
8 in a
small in
row.
the summer and they keep going in
8
and out
in a
the front
row.
door, and you got to tell them you're not air conditioning the whole damn neighborhood. That's like what it is with this guy and his teams.
I'm turning them off.
You can still hear me, Braves.
Are you a little nervous that it's the three
What?
pitchers you have to go against are
I ain't
Max
gotta do
Fried,
it.
Garrett Cole, and Cam Schlittler?
Yeah. It's
Three of the best.
We got
probably three best
Tyler
pitchers.
Malley going tonight.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
You have Chris Sale going tomorrow, and then the what'd you call it? The Grant Holmes experience on Sunday.
Holmes experience, baby.
So, hey, shout out Lane Thomas. Big double last night. RBI double.
First hit as a Brave. We've won 8 in a row. I mean, you guys go ahead and laugh all you want. 8 in a row.
You have had to go, just to be clear, you've had to go on an 8-game winning streak, and the Dodgers have had to go on a 6-game losing streak for you guys to now have caught the Dodgers.
Okay.
That's all. It's
Gum bumping Bob, whatever I'm trying to say. Keep bumping those gums.
yeah, I will. That's what you do when you win 2 World Series in a row.
Man, you guys just appreciate it while you got it. 'Cause some of us in here have been trying to fight to get to 500 for like 3 months now. So appreciate what
I don't
you got.
discount the regular season. I have fun. It's like college football, man.
Mhm.
There can only be one team that wins the last game of the season. Football, basketball, anything really. The regular season counts. It's fun. And the truth of the matter is, as soon as football season starts, here in about 4 weeks, we're hardly going to be talking any baseball at all.
Well,
Unless, of course, the Braves go to
let's
the
say
series.
The Braves are going to be
in which case,
Braves. There's going to be a Braves Dodgers series in our future. I strongly believe that to be the case. You
ready
two
for
in
that,
that
Bob?
room are going to have to go head to head in the playoffs.
you ready for that?
Yeah.
Bob obviously thinks it would be a 4-game sweep type of situation. He wouldn't even pay you any mind.
Kind of right. I mean, we still have Glasnow, Blake Snell. We got all these pitchers that aren't even pitching right now.
You're not thinking about the Grant Holmes experience,
No,
Bob.
I'm not. Yeah, well,
It's all about getting hot at the right time.
We're not comparing who's got the coolest mullet. That's
It's
that's
decidedly the
that, I mean,
Braves.
that game is over. You lost that one at birth, big boy.
yeah.
Fernando Valenzuela is not walking through that DOA. Did he have a mullet back in the day?
No.
The Mexi mullet?
No,
I don't think so.
no.
Don't believe so.
You ever had a good mullet on the Dodger? Piazza.
Piazza.
He had a good one back in the day, as I recall. Dodger mullets of the past. Did Gibson have one?
No.
No.
Piazza's about the only one I remember.
Okay. Even Mike Piazza in his prime didn't have anything on Grant Holmes. Whatever. 865-966-3435. Your phone number. Get on the show this afternoon. 966-3435. So the Hall of Fame game. Any takeaways there?
It was entertaining.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Football is back.
It
Was my takeaway is
my-
that we don't have a Thursday without football for the rest of the year.
Now the bar is low, but that might be the most entertaining Hall of Fame game I've seen.
You watched the whole thing?
No, but I watched a good portion of it.
I believe, if I remember seeing something on the internet, that it is like the highest scoring Hall of Fame game since like the 1960s or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So our poll question from yesterday, we've kind of settled in here at about 300 votes. We got an hour left if you want to vote at Russell _Smith. Would you smoke toad venom if
Sure.
it guaranteed? Bear would just do it anyway. Like, there's no predicate to that subject. Bear would just smoke the toad venom just to see what happens.
Yeah, it's a Friday. Go,
It's a buffo
go
toad, right?
wild, right?
I think that's what they're called. Buffo.
Oh, those will
I
kill
don't-
you.
Well, that was
there's
the
like
whole
a white
discussion
milky
yesterday
sap.
was if Bear was here, he would have so much more color and information to add to it.
Well,
So-
yeah. I mean,
those
they
the-
secrete it's like a white kind of like.
That's the buffos, and that's that will positively kill an animal. Now, I don't know about a human, but
Supposedly, what I've heard is you can like put a little bit on something smokable,
Well, that's what this had. There was a
Something
viral video,
and it
I'm
will
sure you saw
blast
it.
your brains out. I haven't seen it yet.
It was
Oh,
like
it's an
from
old
last
video.
weekend. Yeah,
I'll find
there's this guy smoking toad, and he just immediately goes into convulsions. He's in another dimension. He's like on
It's
the
in
beach.
the spirit world.
He's rolling down in the water like he would have drowned if his friends hadn't been there to like pull him back
There
up.
you go. Watch this guy smoke toad.
I mean,
And-
it's
I mean, it doesn't look like it's not a good advertisement for smoking toad.
No,
okay.
it looks
this
a little violent.
And let me guess, these two Nancy boys
well,
wouldn't.
hold on. Yeah. The fact that you've had the buffo strain enter the chat, there is no question in my mind I wouldn't get near that.
Well,
Sorry.
75% of Tennessee fans would if it meant the Vols win a natty.
Well, enjoy the afterlife.
You're not going to die, Bob.
Well, I mean, this guy looks like he is.
Exactly.
He didn't.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't think.
enjoying it.
He's enjoying. Yeah, it looks
He
like
did
he's
say,
enjoying it. Bear.
like,
He's rolling.
what was he saying with the audio? He's like, "I love you. I love everyone.
I don't know. I have
I
the-
love."
I have it turned off, but all you can see is him just rolling around on the ground, having a spasm, looking like he's going insane.
Let's just call it what it is. I'm not big on sustaining further brain damage than doing this show already.
Oh,
Wow.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's,
Boo.
Well, the fact that we're talking about this and doing polls on it, and
I think it's.
75% of the people say they would do it. It's a
kinda feel
legitimate
like-
question.
Yo, it's an apology, Bob.
That was mean.
An apology, Senator.
I'd like an apology.
His committee owes an apology.
I'm sorry.
I understand you might have been, acting in
I'm
the
sorry.
moment a little bit and got a little emotional, but that was a little mean.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I
I mean,
stand by it.
there's some
I
people
love
that
you
are
guys.
really
but
offended.
I love
by
you
that.
guys, but this thing gets off the rails a
Oh,
lot.
well.
A lot.
What? What thing?
This show.
This whole thing, this deal.
You knew what you were getting into.
Not really.
How long have you known me and Russ?
You didn't know when you signed on to be a part of the drive that there's at some point that you'd probably be talking about smoking toad,
No.
some sort of hallucinogenic.
Well,
Dude, you worked with us
maybe
forever.
Maybe that it would come up, but not that it would become kind of a McLaughlin group debate that goes back and forth for like days.
So you're saying no?
Day?
Well,
It hasn't even been
we're getting
24
the poll
hours.
results.
No, this is
Baskerville.
this is the second show that
For
we
God's sakes, man.
we're talking about.
Well, you
this.
got to follow through on these things. We put a poll in the field. People want to know how it finished up. The Yays have it.
75-25?
That's a landslide.
Let's get freaky.
I say we find some toad juice and we have a ceremonial, like one of those Aaron Rodgers things. We rent out a big teepee or something, a big tent. We all get in there and get freaky
Wigwam.
freaky for a natty.
I'm good.
Yeah, Walker and I.
Actually, you know
I mean,
what?
the keto.
We'll go to Sonic or
Excuse
something
me,
and hang. We'll get back to you.
I think I'll just
Stay out of the rest of the nerds over there.
I'll just record it.
The key to all this is you have to find somebody that really knows what they're doing when you go to get the toad.
I'm sure you know someone.
No, I really don't.
You don't know. I'm sure you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, I do.
If a national championship is riding on it, you could have us some toad venom by what, a week or two?
Yeah, I got one friend I'd probably call and see what he could do for us.
Exactly.
All right.
If not him, another guy really likes sausage. So.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do if we can get the great
I'm a big sausage guy.
great toad bake
whoever
of
did
2026 going into the season. Speaking of expanding your mind, we're talking about expanding conferences in college football this afternoon.
Again?
The Protect College Sports Act is still winding its way through the sausage factory of Congress.
I'm a big sausage guy.
We'll tell you the latest and the greatest when we continue. We'll get your phone calls as well, 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in. It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more on a Friday right after this.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Matlock Tire, East Tennessee's #1 tire service and auto repair shop since 1953. Matlock means auto service you can trust. At Matlock, they don't just do tires, they also do oil changes, brake repair, wheel alignments, and more. Visit one of their 5 locations in Farragut, Maryville, Lenore City, Athens, and Harding Valley. You can schedule your service online today at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Costa at Knoxville Smiles. In addition to routine dental cleanings, Knoxville Smiles also offers cosmetic dentistry services such as teeth whitening, Invisalign, dental implants, cosmetic veneers, and much more. Our state-of-the-art facility goes above and beyond when it comes to cleanliness to keep you and your family safe during your visit. Take a virtual tour of our state-of-the-art West Knoxville facility today at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, guys. Bear, glad to have you back. I feel like you're the anchor of the station. And,
I'm a glue guy.
Sometimes, yeah, definitely glue guy. And honestly, Bear reminds me of Walter Skopchak. If you want a toad, I can get you a toad by 3 p.m.
Well played, sir.
How'd you vote?
And I would do that in a heartbeat. I would inject it into my eyes.
Mm.
In fact, I would have injected that in my eyes after Max Gilbert's kick last year against Georgia.
Oh.
I mean, Russ said you got to disassociate. I wanted to after he missed that.
DR's taking a one-way ticket to Planet Xenu.
Oh, I'm on my way. I'll meet you and Aaron Rodgers there, Russ.
In another dimension, another space and time.
And honestly, Bob, I feel like you know what you're getting into, man. I mean, you've got one guy that has towed a collar to STFU, and the other guy's discharged a firearm and possibly a member of the KGB. What else did you expect out of the show?
Well, there's a lot I didn't know.
I don't think you can really.
It was kind of I didn't follow the buyer beware thing well.
I don't really think that's a valid.
Show's been on for 15 years, 16 years next month.
Our screw ups are completely public.
I know you've been listening since day one. You've worked side by side for what, 2 or 3 years now?
Yes.
No, on this show we're closing on a year.
Yeah,
you've worked with.
You've been at Fan Run for a long time.
Yeah,
you've been privy to the between the show shenanigans.
Stop clutching your pearls, acting like you're above all this. You're down in the gutter with us before. What do you think about Josh Heupel? How did he look in the practice videos you saw this week?
He looked great.
I also heard you say something very problematic about our potential starting quarterback yesterday, Bob. Something about being excited about the sizzle and zip on Faison's balls.
Oh, wow. I didn't quite say it with as much vigor as you just did.
That was inadvertent in Bob's defense.
I apologize, Bob.
Sorry.
I mean, Heupel did kind of look big boned. I'll say that.
Oh.
He
looks
looked
the same.
Championship boned to me.
Looked like a winner. Hope so, Russ, why do you have a vendetta against Faison Brandon?
Oh boy.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just kind of like you're more full on King George every time I bring up Faison Brandon.
You tend to wet blanket.
I'm just pumping. I'm just pumping the brakes a little bit because, and again, I've said for the umpteenth time, if I had to guess, I think it's probably going to be Faison Brandon, the starter, at some point this season. But I could also see a situation where neither quarterback really distinguishes himself, and you end up playing them both for a game or two. And, I just don't want it to be a toxic situation with this. And we've seen that play out with the quarterback position a couple of times through the years. So I don't know. I'm taking a wait and see approach. Nothing has changed since the spring game. They haven't played any. The only thing that's changed is a media and fan driven narrative, mostly online, that Faison is better. And I've just been pointing out that is based on nothing. We haven't seen anything.
But when has a narrative about a quarterback ever bit us in the butt, Russ? I mean, JG
Never
was the
happened.
prince that was promised.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing is
everybody acted crazy about Nico that,
and Crompton and Brent Schaefer and
Brian Maurer.
I mean, we've
Crane
seen
Normandy.
we've seen this movie before. And
Harrison
again,
Bayless.
I think Faison is cut from a different cloth. I think he's going to be the guy. Just saying, let's wait until we've seen, an actual game.
I think you learned your lesson from the Nico.
Amongst other experiences, yes.
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem to have a crazy mom or dad, so I think we're already ahead of the game in that. But I worry that neither one of them do separate from the other because I get it, this is for the future, but I want to win this year, and it seems like it just sets back everything this year if they keep splitting snaps.
I mean, what I saw and what I gleaned from practice so far is that GMAC, it takes a while for his throws to get there, and that Faison has a lot more arm talent, but he's a freshman and not as accurate.
Here's the other thing, for what it's worth. I mean, you've heard it from other media members too. Just the way the guy's exuding confidence. Okay. The way he's handling his
Faison.
media accessibility and everything else. He's not like a deer in the headlights, true freshman. And I think that stuff matters, man. I do. We didn't get that from Nico, I mean,
he couldn't be bothered.
You don't,
quiet.
Yeah, you don't win in the interviews in the locker room. I get that, but I'm just saying this guy's just he checks off the boxes, man. He came in, he wants the job, he's confident. That's what I like to see. I just feel like I'm done litigating it, man. I think it's Faison.
He's got zip on his balls, Russ. What more do you need?
Well, that
Says on like a fajita.
counts for a lot.
So Dubs is calling the cops on our Faison party. Is that what I'm hearing this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, every time we get excited and Russ just talking like he's a bum.
That's not true.
Par
Just
for the course.
Pump
Let
the
us-
brakes.
Let us love, Russ. Let us have hope.
Yeah.
God knows we need it. Gas is $4 a gallon.
Yeah.
Has it gone up again?
You know what?
I'm sure
That's the deal, DR. Russ, I use the term often. Seems to be sync with Russ. He buys tomorrow's trouble, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't live in the moment.
I am a
man.
worrier. But again, like I come by it honestly. Been following this program for 40 years now.
That is a good point.
I've
like
had
I'm a
more.
hypocrite,
I've had
Russ.
more kicks to the groin than I've had keg of glory moments.
Oh, yeah, I'm callous down there. But, I mean, you tell me all the time, Russ, live in your hopes, not your fears. And I'll say this, get off here to quote J.P. Estrella and Bob Baskerville, let's go get them. See you guys.
Thank you, DR. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. Should we revive Let's Go Get 'Em? That worked out so well.
I don't think we need to go that far.
Who was that guy's name?
Let's go get him.
Who was Let's Go Get 'Em?
I forget the guy who made the song.
Come on, Walker. You're our connection
Let's
with the
go
younger
get 'em.
generation.
I just remember the "Let's go get them."
Yeah, that's pretty much all there was to it.
I would say it's like only
That was the entire song.
I think
the rest
that's
of the song is like just it's kind of okay, but the fact that the team loved it makes it great.
Let's Go Get 'Em. One of the seminal rap hits of 2026.
It's
Where
from,
were you
it's
when
from-
you heard Let's Go Get 'Em?
Boss Man D-Lo.
Boss Man D-Lo.
There you go. Household name.
Not to be confused with Boss Man CeeLo, who were a friend of the show.
Coming up, we'll be playing a medley of his
Oh.
hit.
Of
I was talking about
course.
CeeLo
Boss Man
from-
D-Lo.
Of course.
from like the Dungeon Outcast. That's CeeLo.
CeeLo Green?
Yeah. He
No.
got canceled.
Gnarls
didn't
Barkley. He did?
he? Yeah.
Isn't he in jail?
No.
What'd he do?
Eh, a little,
Are you sure he's not in jail?
little, allegedly, maybe a little pervy.
Little handsy?
Yeah. I think he was a victim of Me Too.
I'm looking at him right now. I mean,
He avoided jail time.
he's got a show coming up August 27th
Not in jail,
Kazakhstan.
In Kazakhstan?
Yep.
You ever been there, Bob? I mean, you never know with Bob.
No, I have not.
You ever been to any Stan?
No.
Kurdistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan.
Turkmenistan?
Nope.
One of the good stands. All right. The PCSA, Pete Crow Sports Act, working its way through the Congress this afternoon. And we are hearing more morsels. You knew this was going to happen, right? Once they get it in there. We heard the story last week. Well, the legislation is finished. The SEC and the Big Ten had a chance to read through it, and then they signed off on it. They gave it their seal of approval late last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just because the Senate passes the bill doesn't mean that the House has passed the bill. So you guys remember Schoolhouse Rock. They both have to pass the bill, the same bill, and they keep voting on it until they both pass the same bill, and then it goes to the president's desk and he signs it. So apparently they've been putting in some different provisions and stuff. And one of them today concerns conference expansion, and this is a big one. So we talked about the bill would limit conferences to 19 teams, which seems strange to me, but that's the number they came up with, 19. You can't go to 20. You can go to 18, you can go less, but 19 is the limit. And Bob, as I understand it, you explain this to me if you can do it better. The 5-year out that has been such consternation for the ACC teams, namely Florida State and Clemson. If you want to get out, you have to give them 5. It takes 5 years to extricate yourself from the league, according to the bylaws that are set up. This would override that if they move in the next, 30, 60 days, something like that?
No, actually 180 days.
180 days.
Yes.
So like half a year.
Yeah, and keep in mind what they're talking about here. These are amendments that are being submitted by state senators. Okay, so this one, this was just one example of it. Came from Ashley Moody, who's a U.S. senator from Florida. No coincidence that Miami and Florida State are schools under her watch. But
they want out.
They want, yeah, exactly. And it would
have for a long time.
And kind of repeating what you said, it's like if a power league school wants to move to another power conference, they can avoid that 5-year probationary period. I'm reading this, compliments of Ross Dellinger. If it withdraws from its league within 180 days of the bill's enactment. So, I mean, yeah, because there'll be a long runway if this bill gets passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not like it's going to happen next season or anything else. This would probably be, I'm guessing, for like it might even be the 2028 season. It'd be that far down the road.
Really?
Yeah.
But if both houses of Congress agree to the bill and Trump signs it, doesn't it go? It's law of the land at that point, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're trying to push these amendments through. It doesn't mean they'll get through, but it's for sure. Again, if I'm the ACC conference, man, it's like, you got to watch your back now, man, because there's all these.
Oh, yeah, they're in danger.
These other schools, big schools, want to get out. They just do. They see what's going on with the SEC and the Big Ten. And now that's the other thing. Part of this Protect College Sports Act, you can only expand to no greater than 19 teams. Now, the Big Ten's already at 18. The SEC's at 16. So the SEC could be adding up to 3 schools.
The Big Ten only one.
Only one. So
there's only enough seats at there's 4 seats up for grabs, right? Because nobody's going to be running to join the Big 12 or the ACC other than
Power 6 or Group of 6.
Utah
schools.
State, Fresno, Boise, schools like that. So you got 4 spots. The competition, that is going to be crazy to watch that play out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already some of the other journalists are already putting out the what ifs. Matt Baker from The Athletic has already, as he put it, gamed out conference realignment and For the SEC, his predictions were Virginia and North Carolina because of their high academic standing. That would be of interest to the SEC. But the third team would be Miami. And, of course, everybody's going to covet Miami just based on their reascent in the last couple of years. They've gotten good again in football. So Big Ten will probably be interested in them as well, but the SEC, of course, would be. It's really interesting. The ACC could be left trying to grab scraps.
Yeah, I mean, they could become like what this new Pac-12
Yeah.
is, which is power conference in name only. It's not actually a power conference. Now, we were talking out there, Notre Dame seems like such a logical fit for the Big Ten. I think most people agree on that. The Notre Dame people have been, of course, historically adverse to joining a conference in the first place, and even lately. So I would imagine that would be their first move for the one team that they could add.
Yeah.
If they can't convince Notre Dame to join, if you take Florida State or Miami, that school becomes such an outlier. And I know they're already on the West Coast with those schools and everything. It just, I don't know, man. To me, the fabric of that league has changed so much from what we grew up with. I know it's all a money grab now. Maybe none of that matters, but that just seems really weird to me. It seems like Florida State and Miami cannot both go to the same conference.
No, and it's interesting. Again, I'm reading this Kevin Baker piece from The Athletic. He's projecting for the Big Ten. Again, whether it happens or not remains to be seen, but Notre Dame is the most sensible target for them. The second target that he rates for the Big Ten is North Carolina, which, again, because he's standing by the fact that both these conferences, the Big Ten and SEC, are going to push very, very hard on academic standing too for the school. So, which actually it lets someone like a Georgia Tech kind of become interesting in the conversation too, not just Virginia and North Carolina, but G Tech as well.
Who do you think the most attractive ACC team is to either conference?
North Carolina.
So more than Miami?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the entire package. No, if it's just football and nothing else, then Miami, of course. But.
So say North Carolina leaves to either league.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately that triggers, I think, a flight of the other ACC schools. They sense, much like when the Pac-12 a couple of years ago, once Oregon and Washington bailed, or whoever the first one, USC, UCLA, once they bailed, it was, hey man, every school for themselves, right? And nothing was left. Again, 4 spots in the 2 big time leagues, and more schools that can fill it, especially if we're talking about North Carolina and Virginia. I feel like in years past, it was always Clemson, Florida State, maybe Miami, but Clemson and Florida State were the big ones. Yeah. Remember, they were like suing to try and get out and all this stuff. It's like a game of musical chairs. Somebody's going to be left out when that music stops.
Yeah.
It's like Washington State and Oregon State were when the Pac-12 went under and they got left without a conference for multiple years.
I mean, can you envision a scenario where Clemson or Florida State either ends up staying put in a completely neutered ACC? It's already somewhat neutered, but I'm talking about gelded completely. Or do they just flee to the Big 12? Does that become a better league at that point?
This article is projecting Florida State as a possibility to the Big 12. But I do think there will be a lot of fleeing because they're saying these are the teams that are getting mentioned as the ones that the ACC would take on. They're not bad schools or anything, but it's Tulane, it's South Florida, Army and Navy to the ACC.
Yeah, those are,
I mean, again,
lower level
prestigious institutions,
programs.
but yeah, these are not, imagine Army and Navy in the ACC basketball tournament. How's that going to go?
They really have ruined it, haven't they?
Yeah.
This beautiful thing we had.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people to blame, but at the top of that list, the ACC people themselves do have to look in the mirror and be like, we signed this awful, awful media rights deal with ESPN back in early 2020s, 2021, when all this realignment stuff started, that now they can't get out of until 2036. So all of their schools know they're going to be making significantly less money for another 10 years in that conference that the ACC just can't get out of, which is exactly how the Pac-12 began to get dismantled, because they had an awful media rights deal that everyone wanted to get out of.
But even if they could snap their fingers and renegotiate tomorrow, Bob, what kind of bargaining power does the ACC really have?
No,
they're not going to get a Big Ten SEC TV deal. They're just not.
They're not. And Walker, to take it back a little further, you were much younger. I think the ACC started this whole crazy town thing by, remember they went and they poached Boston College from the Big East.
Oh, that's right.
And it's
like Miami, right?
Yeah, and Miami.
But it's when the Big East was breaking up because they started playing football.
Yeah, and it's like you put that effort in. Miami's worth it, but Boston College, I mean, come on, man. And so now what we see is you get the bigger power conferences that have been like, hey, man, you want to play that game? Watch this. You know, it's the ACC is potentially torched in this whole scenario.
They just don't have any outs. No. And they're just hoping on the fact that their schools can't get out either without having to pay up to like $700 million to get out, and that they'd have a 5-year probation.
Yeah. Now, one school that's not mentioned in any of this, for the most part, again, as far as projections go, going to another conference is Duke, which I found interesting because, again, if it is just football, then that is a non-starter. But Duke basketball, obviously elite, great academic institution, but it feels like, you know, the way they're projecting it is like Duke would be one of the remaining kind of high-profile ACC schools left.
I don't know.
Maybe that's where they want to be. They might be able to win in football in the ACC. You know,
well, maybe, or what happens to the ACC happens to, or same thing that happened to the Pac-12 happens to the ACC, and all of these schools that get left behind just end up becoming independents and having to make their own schedule against each other and maybe other teams.
No, you could just also see that league turn into a basketball conference like the new Big East.
Yeah.
And, you know, it would suck for fans of, say, Syracuse football or even Virginia Tech. You know, that's another school. It's like, where do they end up in this stuff? But the flip side of that is a school like Duke or Wake Forest that isn't they're more of a traditional basketball school anyway. They can start doing what the Big East is doing and just throwing their rev share money at basketball and getting back at that.
One potential target for the Big East, or not the Big East, the ACC that they talked about is UConn is kind of resurgent in football. So maybe it's
they're trying.
I mean, for them.
Yeah, to like come to the ACC, and to your point, then you got UConn in basketball too.
It's the best program of the past, 25 years?
Are they in the Big East right now?
Yes. They're an independent for football, though.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm wondering, like, if you're UConn, though, and basketball really drives who you are, would you want to leave the Big East to go to the ACC?
If I'm Danny Hurley, I wouldn't at all, but he probably won't be
the
able
Big
to
East is a better basketball league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now for sure.
I mean, it always has been.
I'm with you, though, Bear. Like this, I don't like any of this. It's just, man, we're
just going to have to hold our noses and
we're losing the soul of college sports.
Yeah, but I just hope at the end of the day, Russ, I really think it's going to end up going back. Once everything is done, we'll have these regional divisions that are going to look very similar.
I hope so.
To what we grew up having.
I hope so. We'll take a quick time out. The Drive, Fan Run Radio, Friday afternoon edition of the program. We'll talk more about this conference expansion debate when we continue, plus Pat Forty's 25 most intriguing coaches in college football. Not best, not worst, just intriguing. That's a little subjective, however you define that word, but it's an interesting piece. We'll talk about it when we continue. Fan Run Radio, The Drive, back with more. Stay with us.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Join us for the third annual Fan Run Night at the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th at Covenant Health Park. Come hang out with the Fan Run crew and arrive early to pick up some swag as we watch the Smokies take on the Rocket City Trash Pandas on a thirsty Thursday, featuring half-price draft beers all night long. It's the third annual Fan Run Night with the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th. Listen to Fan Run Radio for details on how to score free tickets.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
As a mom, I'm glad my son plays school sports.
Percolating out there this afternoon. Looking forward to Walker's top of the hour update coming up here in just a few moments. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on board. So it feels like expansion might be around the corner. Another round for college athletics. I know we've asked this umpteenth. I can't remember how everybody responds. 3 teams. We'd add 3 teams to the SEC?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want?
I do want North Carolina. I think for football, I'd love Miami. It's like if it was just take your pick. A lot of chatter about Virginia, but I would prefer Clemson myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I would go UNC, Miami, and Duke.
What do you think? First of all, here's a question. Is the Big Ten more attractive right now for all these teams? If you're Clemson, you're Florida State, you're Miami, or whoever trying to get out, is the Big Ten a little bit, because they've got a better TV deal right now, right?
They do. If it's just about money, then yeah, that could be the case. But I'm also just thinking logistically speaking, because we're hearing about the complaints already that are going on about the whole coast to coast nature of the Big Ten and the ACC right now. And these schools would get out of that if they were in the SEC, but the money might be too rich. I don't know.
They'd be saving a ton.
Might depend on the school. I would think Clemson, if they had their druthers, like they just seem like a fit school. Like they would probably want to stay in the South and that kind of thing. But Miami, it might just be about the dollar, and they feel like they could, maybe fit in more academically with some of the Big Ten schools and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see. I wonder what those conversations are like behind closed doors down in Birmingham in Greg Sankey's office.
I just think, again, if the Big Ten can put together, I know they've pursued Notre Dame in the past and it hasn't happened, and Notre Dame loves their independent status, but I think we're in a different world now. And I think if they can put together an attractive enough package to present to Notre Dame in this case, I'd say Notre Dame's going to the Big Ten, and then that's over. There's no other ACC school that they'd be pursuing.
Part of me hopes that happens too.
No, I mean, it makes sense, man.
Yeah.
They've always
geographical tradition, fit, all that stuff.
They've just felt Big Ten to me all the way
through. Absolutely. Trying to think, like the North Carolina and Virginia thing has grown on me through the years. I remember when people first started talking about that years ago. I was like, I don't know, Virginia really in the SEC, but I get it and if you're the SEC, you're the only league out there, Power 4 wise, that is maintaining some semblance of geographic sanity. Yeah, I know it's sprawled, it's gotten too big, and Missouri is a long way away, and Texas and all that stuff, but at least the states are interconnected. Even if you get up as far north as Virginia is a southern state, has been historically, and obviously North Carolina as well. Like, you're maintaining some geographic integrity, and if you add another Florida school, tick off the Gators.
In the Confederacy, right?
Go Gator!
It's the capital of the Confederacy at one point.
Richmond.
Yep. It's the state of Thomas Jefferson and George Washington. But they don't play much football.
No.
They do play baseball and basketball.
Yeah, they would actually be a really good fit baseball-wise.
Yeah.
I wonder that Brian O'Connor guy's like, man, maybe if I just stuck around, I've been in the SEC anyway. Probably not thinking like that.
B-ball as well.
Pat Forty, who is on the list. Backed by popular demand or perhaps force of habit, he writes, it's time for the annual college football most intriguing lists. First up, the 25 most intriguing coaches. Now, obviously, that's a loaded word, intriguing. Just who are you most interested in? Who captures your imagination? Who do you follow, even if it's not your team, just out of you're rooting for him to fail, or you're rooting for him to win. You like the guy, you don't like the guy, or you just can't take your eyes off of him. I think there's going to be some agreement at the top of the list. Who would be the top two most intriguing coaches in college football in your minds?
Intriguing?
Kiffin would be one of them, right?
Sure. Kiffin.
Who's the other one?
Oh, man.
For me, it's Signetti.
I would agree. He's number one.
Sorry, Bear. I know
he's number one on this list. Again, like, Bear doesn't like him. It doesn't mean you can be intrigued by people you don't like. I don't like Lane Kiffin. You can't deny that he's one of the coaches in college football that you just can't ignore. So it's Signetti, Kiffin. He's got Kyle Whittingham third on this list.
It's intriguing. I mean, it is.
Well, I think
that he's on the list.
In Michigan, man.
I think he's framing it with the fact that, first of all, the dude is closer to 70 than he is 60, but he looks great. And he's also walking in, though, to a total ish storm. I mean, he really is at Michigan. So
it is intriguing to see how he does there. I've never thought of Kyle Whittingham as intriguing at all.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's going there at this time is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the most consistently good college football coaches for 15, 20 years now.
Yeah.
At one school in a conference that at one point had really, really good teams and was a really good conference in the Pac-12 and has been good in the Big 12 up until the last couple of years. And now he's finally moving to a bigger school like people thought he might do for a while.
He's the reason. I mean, I know you can, with all due respect to Urban Meyer and what he started at Utah, Kyle Whittingham's the reason in my mind that Utah's relevant, that Utah football matters because of just what you said, Walker. He did it for so long.
Number 4 on this list is Matt Campbell at Penn State. I think that's kind of the same thing. It's just him going there right now is intriguing. Number 5 is Pete Golding.
I mean, it's intriguing. You wonder how he'll do.
When I first saw that, I was like, what? And then when I thought about it, I was like, I get it.
I get it. I mean, we don't know if he's going to be a coach.
Can he keep that thing going?
Yeah. I mean, he's in a situation where he's a first-time head coach, and he has a really, really awesome quarterback out of the gate. So he doesn't have to worry about talent. He has one of the best running backs in the country and one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Well, he's also got some people that are really, really hoping I think one in particular down there in Clemson.
Well, that's what
some people that are wanting to see him fall.
What Forty said was he's a lot quippy, lippy, and unafraid to ruffle feathers or flout transfer rules, as Clemson has alleged. And it is true. We talked about that when he was at SEC Media Days, man. He was throwing some stuff out there. So there's probably some people rooting for him to fail, I would say.
Number 6, Mario Cristobal at Miami. Number 7, James Franklin, Virginia Tech. Number 8, Bill Belichick.
Oh, it's intriguing.
Yes, it is.
Sure.
Number 9 is the guy at McGuire at Texas Tech. And then 10 is Lincoln Riley. We'll go through the rest of this list. Where does Josh Heupel fall on it, if he falls on it at all? We'll get back to it after the top 4 at 4 when we continue next here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station. We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say it loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station. Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen. For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio. Get some.
Only 2 homestands remaining for your Knoxville Smokies, and next week is a huge week. Free hot dog night on Tuesday. Yep, all you can eat hot dogs all night long. Then Wednesday is all you can eat for less than $20, and that includes game ticket. Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half off draft beers and the weekend. Make sure to grab your UT gear and head to the ballpark on Saturday for Tennessee night. First 1,000 fans receive a Deshaun Bishop bobblehead. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo Crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you. Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
September 10th isn't just a sale, it's an experience. Join us as Liquor Vault celebrates its first anniversary with the biggest savings event of the year. Experience rare bourbon drops, surprising barrel releases, and complimentary tastings all day. For the wine enthusiasts, you can check out Jason Drotar's Wine Passport Experience. Cigars, they've got them too. Enjoy hourly giveaways, exclusive one-day only anniversary pricing, and surprises throughout the day. Find a Vault Golden ticket and receive exclusive access to Liquor Vault's highly anticipated end-of-year rare bourbon allocation. People will be talking about this event for months. The only question is, will you be there? The Vault Experience, September 10th, only at Liquor Vault's anniversary party. Located at 2901 Tazewell Pike. Check out their specials and sign up to get discounts at liquorvault.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio, and the Top 4 at 4 is brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Walker Smith with a look at today's sports headlines. Walkman.
Thank you, Russ. At number 1, Tennessee basketball will face Xavier in an exhibition game at Thompson Bowling Arena on Thursday, October 15th of this season. Coached by Richard Pitino, Xavier is the number 56 team ranked nationally in preseason projections.
Well, Richard Pitino, for still being a young guy, he's made the rounds, hasn't he?
Yeah, what, third major job, right? So
Minnesota before that for a long time.
Then he went to
Arizona State?
No.
New Mexico.
New Mexico State.
I knew it was one of those Southwest schools.
Yep.
And then Xavier.
Now Xavier. Back in the Big East, coaching against his dad.
Yep.
Pretty cool, even though
We
they were
were-
bad last year.
We were talking about hiring him at one point in
When?
one of our openings.
Like after Konzo?
It might have been after Bruce.
Oh.
Well, see, no, he was at FIU in 2012, 2013, so we wouldn't have been hiring him at that point. But, yeah, probably after Konzo or Tyndall won, there was some talk about hiring him.
Yep. And they're still not convinced he's a good coach. So
No, I don't think so.
No one is convinced he's a good coach yet.
He's a 262 and 204, 56% winning percentage for his career. I mean,
got to be better
upper
than
level
that.
mediocrity.
Yes.
Is Richard Pitino the Derek Dooley of college basketball?
Yes. Absolutely.
Put it like that. Potentially could be.
Nepo baby.
Yep. At number 2, among the changes to the college football playoff this upcoming season, a new one is that the top 3 seeds can now select their own bowl path in the 12-team bracket in rank order. Previously, the number 1 overall seed could select its quarterfinal and semifinal sites, but this year will mark the first time the college football playoff does not have to consider historic bowl tie-ins as a part of assignment processes. Therefore, now the top 3 seeds can select what bowl they want to play in.
Really? I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Did they just decide that, or are we just figuring that out?
I just saw the article on On3 today, so I'm assuming it's late breaking. Not exactly breaking. It's probably been in the works, but now confirmed.
So it's the 4 teams that get the buys.
It's the top 3 teams.
They get to decide where they go. One of those for the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. It's just more flexibility with what teams go to which bowl, which I guess, these teams would have the opportunity to try and pick bowl games closer to their campus and their fan base.
Feel like they ought to just be able to have home games.
Oh, it's a step in that direction. Getting them closer.
Getting them closer.
I might as well.
Getting closer to home. What is that, a Grand Funk song back in the day?
I'll take your word for it.
I'm getting closer to my home.
No. Closer to, I thought it was your world.
Is he Ride Captain or something?
I don't know.
No, that's a different song.
I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
I'm down the rabbit hole. Here
You'll
we go.
do
You continue with your thing, though. Yeah, it's Grand Funk.
Mhm.
Closer to home. I'm your captain. I'm your captain. I'm your something. Dun, dun, dun. For more information on Grand Funk, consult your school library.
Go for it. At number 3, we had a little bit of breaking news in the past 20 minutes in the NFL regarding the Titans. As the Tennessee Titans and standout guard Peter Skoransky have agreed to terms on a huge new extension to make him the highest paid guard in the NFL. Skoransky will get a 4-year, $100 million deal with $88 million guaranteed.
Skoransky. Put a little respect on his name. I mean, it's the rare Titans first-round pick that worked out.
Was he pick number? Was he top 10 or was he just outside?
He was top 10. Yeah, he was way up there.
Cam Ward's bodyguard.
Like I've got this in my notes. He was first-round pick in 2023. Let's see. He's the first Titans first-round pick to sign another deal since Jeffrey Simmons in 2019. So you had Isaiah Wilson, Caleb Farley, Treylon Burks between them. It's not a great shooting percentage.
No, you guys need to be a little better.
But you're re-signing him. I think you'll re-sign J.C. Latham next. I mean, he's been serviceable.
I know.
And obviously Cam Ward. The early returns look good.
It feels like we're getting a lot more of these deals in early training camp than normal. I mean, we've had 3 running back deals. Now a couple of lineman deals. Darnell Wright got paid earlier. Wonder if all the new hold-in strategy is helping a lot of these guys. Or if teams just think the cap is about to go way up, so they're paying all these guys now. Who knows? And at number 4, LA Clippers star Kawhi Leonard, whose sponsorship deal with the now bankrupt Green Banking Company is at the center of an NBA investigation already, also had an undisclosed sponsorship agreement allegedly worth millions of dollars with a company that designed the Clippers video board inside the Intuit Dome. Pablo Torre interviewed someone identified as an anonymous high-level source under contract for the stadium who allegedly said that the sponsorship deal was, quote, 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap. It was funneling money from the Clippers through the company back to Kawhi.
See, I was wondering, if this stuff happens all the time and teams are just really good at hiding it, especially in the NFL. Because what's the conversation we're having around college sports right now is, well, we want to up the revenue share cap and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, great. But these schools are just going to find a way around around those rules to funnel money towards players that they want, that they need to win, right? Just like we have been since the 1940s, probably earlier. So does that happen at the professional level or the NFL? Very hard salary caps, very hard rules. You can't get around it. But what's to stop teams from doing stuff like this? The Clippers were allegedly just using quote-unquote private sponsorships to pay Kawhi Leonard more money than they could legally under the salary cap rules.
Yeah, I would guarantee this happens to some of the best athletes out there. I mean, one, you think Tom Brady was taking team-for-friendly deals without knowing he was getting some help.
Great question.
Some more endorsements on the other side that I'm sure Robert Kraft helped him with.
LeBron taking $8 million to go play for the 76ers.
Yeah, I'm sure there might be a little bit more under the table with that, but all the other teams were offering as well. And a better example in the NBA right now is Jalen Brunson, who's one of the top 10 best players in the league, took a pay cut to go to New York. You don't think he's getting a little bit of help somewhere around there? Kawhi just got caught doing it.
Yeah, I wish you would be a little softer with your language, Walker. You're so sure that these things are happening.
I am sure.
You can't prove it. I'm helping you. I wanted to get you sued, man.
I mean, look, there's no proof.
LeBron might be listening.
You realize you're talking into a microphone although Bob thinks it's moronic, a sports show of some note.
I'm saying what I believe is happening.
Did they cover liability out there at that fancy school.
Bear thinks you ought to consider how it might come off a little bit more before you start speaking into the microphone.
Yes. Well, I always say alleged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you think that's going on.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that it's going on.
I'm just asking questions.
Yes,
I'm
answering the question.
That's what I do. I just
my opinion.
Could this be happening?
My opinion is that it is happening. It's an opinion.
Okay, there
not
you
a
go.
fact.
You've got an opinion. You can't just make a blanket
saying it as my opinion.
Man, we're Walker getting big J journalism.
I know.
No. We're commentary. This is not like 60 minutes or something.
Not out here.
It's just we're talking. Guys
I'm just talking. It's just these guys talking. Exactly what this is. I'm telling you what I believe is going on. That was number 4.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4, brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Check them out online, knoxvillesmiles.com. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Russell, Bob, and Bear and Walker all hanging out with you on a Friday afternoon edition of the show. We got What You Talk About coming up here in about an hour. Looking for our 5th Champions League.
How's that been going without
It's been going good.
It'll be
4th.
Yeah.
It's been going fine, Bear. I know this comes as a shock to you, but the walls, the roof, it doesn't all just cave in when you miss a couple of days. Actually, some people think it's gone a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
You've had some people say they miss you. That's good. That always makes you feel good, right?
You got a long way to go to catch up to Bob in that race for the Wallace Award. He's not worried about you at all. Not even a little bit.
No.
I'm going to look in your rearview mirror.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to take care of stuff. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And sometimes what you're talking about gets a little too heated. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Now, how
So
did
you
that
screwed up, Russ? That's what I heard.
What's
Did you
that?
make a mistake? Any controversies?
I don't think so.
We had
the guy yesterday. Oh, okay. So the Jordan won yesterday, 11-10 over Scott. Scott was on a blistering pace. Like, I'm talking record setting. Like, he's getting set to put up a big number.
Some pace for 15, I would say.
And then
a Bob score.
It was World War II, and I said this is a war between the U.S. and Germany in the 1940s, whatever, or a conflict, armed conflict. I didn't say war. And then there's just silence. And I'm like, Japan, the Allies, but, more silence.
D-Day.
I'm like, where is he? And there's just silence. We're all looking at each other. I mean, what, 6-7 seconds went by? Maybe 8?
It was like almost 10 seconds, it feels like.
And he was driving, and he went through a bad cell and just lost us.
That's why you got a rookie mistake.
That's what I said.
You got to pull over, get off Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he'll be back. He's a good player.
Good player.
Just tactical error of massive proportions.
Tactical
Well, that's
error.
not even mentioning that the winner, Jordan, was playing while feeding his child.
Yeah.
Feeding his infant.
That is something we got to talk about, man. Maybe we got to pump up the magnitude of how big a deal this is.
People got to be fired up, focused, and prepared.
There's only let me clear one more thing up, and then we get back to whatever it is you guys want to do this afternoon.
Thanks,
The
Bear.
show.
Appreciate your permission.
There's
to
only one
continue.
person who's been banned from this competition.
Really?
Yeah, you.
Me.
Why is that?
I don't know. Roberto, you were not banned for being too good at what you're talking about. Just go ahead and set that straight. I was banned because of my just complete inability to
hold it together.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we saw what happened when
You
they
haven't
brought it
seen
back.
nothing yet, big boy.
You just left the show for 3 days because
it was a rather mild meltdown, considering. All right, 865-966-3435. Can we get back to it now, Bear?
Yeah.
Is that
go
okay
ahead.
with you?
Yeah.
Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil. You're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
What's up, David?
Hey, Philly.
How you boys doing?
Doing well.
I'm glad Bear's back.
Yeah, things got out. I think at one point I called Phil a crotchety old bastard.
Jesus.
It was aggressive.
Why?
It was a little aggressive.
He was mouthing off in the YouTube chat. I had to set him straight.
Now, there's in that chat board over us, and I've been on a few times.
A few times? You're living on that thing, Phil. You're all over that place.
Well, gotta have something to do your spare time, you know.
It's a good community we got going in there.
We appreciate you.
You know, y'all talking about back in the day, Bear won a contest over there, and he was going to get us some wings, and you screwed him out of it. Remember that?
Oh, no, that did not happen. Come on, Phil. Did he set you up to this right now?
No, I did not.
Why are we relitigating perceived slights against Bear from 15 years ago?
I don't know this story.
Neither do I. I mean,
I got
sandbagged,
sandbagged, but it wasn't by Russ.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I had pink eye.
He's playing hurt or injured.
Y'all got a lot of interesting topics today. I guess we'll start on this college football expansion and stuff. I would take Miami and North Carolina.
Those would be good for they'd be good for we do have to think about baseball too. I mean, those are both pretty good baseball schools too.
I wonder if, we talked about Miami, like where would they want to go? North Carolina is another school that I could see they would rather join the Big Ten just because of the whole academic reputation thing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, who's in charge of these decisions? Is it the president? Is it the alumni base? Is it, influential boosters? Is it politicians? Boards of trustees? Different schools, different states run these things differently. And who knows what the powers that be at each of these individual schools want?
Well, I'd say that
Go ahead,
Duke
Phil.
and North Carolina go together wherever they go. You think so?
Yeah, and if that's the case, then it would be the SEC because the Big Ten's already got 18 teams, so they can't take them both. And, I mean, do you guys think that the SEC would want North Carolina and Duke? I could see them wanting North Carolina. I don't know that we would want both of them.
Mm-mm.
Well, like Bob said earlier, though, it makes you have the best basketball league in America every year.
Yeah.
Boy, it'd be cutthroat, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Well, I can tell you that I don't know what the schools, what their motivations are for joining one of these leagues. I can tell you what the league's motivations will be, and they do not include baseball at all. I don't think they include basketball that much. I think this is about football television revenue.
Yes.
From the SEC, from Greg Sankey, from Tony Petitto's standpoint, they're thinking about how many more eyeballs will these brands bring to TV sets that we can go and that we can sell to these networks, that they can sell to advertisers.
Yeah, I mean, why else would they have had Rutgers and Maryland? And because it's big markets, Washington, D.C., New York, which would then lead you to believe, although, again, Notre Dame transcends all of that.
Sure.
I mean, they're a national brand.
Well, I think Texas and Oklahoma transcended a lot of that when we added them. Certainly, there's a lot of eyeballs there, but those are just big brands as well.
Yeah.
Well, demographics going to do it too, and everybody's leaving Yankee land and coming down here now.
It's true.
We need to build a wall, Phil. I'm about tired of it myself.
I know they're coming on I-40. I think the same thing.
We're all fulled up down here. Go sell crazy someplace else. I hear there's plenty of room in Arkansas.
A lot of empty space.
Team we're going to play.
Repeat that, Phil.
Xavier exhibition game. How good are they?
They're I think the article said they were preseason ranked like 56th.
Yeah.
And they had a really bad year last year in Rich Pitino's first season. So I wouldn't expect it to be too high level.
Phil, their best players kind of scrammed with Sean Miller.
Yeah, they went down there to Texas, didn't they?
Yeah.
What's going on now? Will Wade's only got 4 players this time of year. Is he going to be able to fill the roster?
He'll figure it out. I mean,
they have tryouts like the Pistons did.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Are all 4 of those guys eligible?
That's a great question, because they took a Bediako like guy, right?
Yeah, more. I thought they took more than one. I thought all four of those guys were international guys. Were they not, Phil?
One of them was the kid that played at Kentucky last year. Who was in Alabama? What's his name? Diabate or something like that?
Yeah, Muhammad Diabate. And then
he's a good player.
Then they got that R.J. Lewis kid that played at St. John's, but went pro.
He had been playing in the G League for. He might have even played in an NBA game.
I don't think he ever got there. That was the thing.
He was a great college player for St. John's that year.
Yeah.
Xavier last year, Phil, was 94th nationally in KenPom. They went 15 and 18. Okay.
Well, we got to play good old Duke. We'll see what we really got when we go there. Man.
Yes.
Exactly.
What was Hopper ranked on this list you all got?
Oh, we'll get to it.
He was not ranked.
High or low? You can kind of give you he's not ranked at all?
Nope. This is
kind of puts everything in the nutshell.
Well, again, thank you, Phil. It's just the most intriguing coaches. It's not best. It's not worst. Just most intriguing. I've been saying that for years now. It's no drama Josh Heupel.
Mm-hmm.
He just
wins.
Well, he just lives in the shadows. He doesn't court the limelight the way a Lane Kiffin does. Certainly, he just ducks it. That's what made the golf balls and mustard comment at SEC Media Days and saying BS this week stand out so much, because it's so out of character for him.
Yeah, I got some thoughts on that. We should talk through that list and talk about all the coaches that are, because the list is not just the top 25. There were also 18 more coaches that were in consideration.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah, and
18 honorable mentions.
So he's not in there either. So that's like almost 50 coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I raised it before the show. I'll raise it again. I always take anything 40 does. And I realize he's got an audience, Bob, but the guy's...
Does he?
He's got an accent. According to Bob, he does.
He's got a following. Like, people follow him. People read him. He's on Yahoo. But is there anybody out there that gets up in the morning and just can't wait to consume Pat 40 content?
I don't know. But what I do know is he's always said he's got an axe to grind with us.
All right, stay with us. The drive continues. We'll take a quick timeout. Right back with more after this.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Golf Envy Farragut is the premier indoor golf experience you've been looking for. And right now they are offering a limited number of founding memberships. Golfers can reserve their spot for just $150 before their September grand opening. Founding members receive 90 days of unlimited guest passes, as well as an exclusive risk-free first month. That's right. Try out Golf Envy with no obligation. Give it 30 days, and if it's not the right fit for what you're looking for, your first month's dues will be refunded. Members will get access to their Golf Zone 2 Vision NX simulator technology, the most realistic simulator on the market, where they can play more than 300 courses and compete in leagues and tournaments with players all across the country. Golf, rain or shine, 24/7, 365. To learn more and become a founding member, visit their website at farragut.golfenvy.com/presale.
Matlock Tire, East Tennessee's #1 tire service and auto repair shop since 1953. Matlock means auto service you can trust. At Matlock, they don't just do tires, they also do oil changes, brake repair, wheel alignments, and more. Visit one of their 5 locations in Farragut, Maryville, Lenore City, Athens, and Hardin Valley. You can schedule your service online today at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run. Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Vol
I'm not saying he's going to be this guy, but maybe a little bit of Cam Newton.
Whoa.
I was going to say Cam Ward.
Is he as tall as Newton? I mean, Newton's like, what, 6'5"?
Yeah, I don't think he's certainly not that big right now. Poor man's Cam Newton. But I'm just saying the way he kind of bounces, the motion.
I mean,
You're going Cam Ward? I'll go Cam Newton.
I hope it's Cam Newton.
How about Cam Carr? Other famous Cams. So, yeah, Josh Heupel does not appear on Pat Forty's list of the 25 most intriguing coaches in college football. Can you argue with that?
I'm just looking at some of the names that precede him. I mean, let's put it this way. There's in that top 25, well, in the total, like I said, it's 43 or 44 names. There are 10 coaches from the SEC. Okay. So I'm just thinking about how he stacks up with the coaches that were not included in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready for this? Here's who else wasn't included. Jeff Lebby, not very intriguing. I get that. Shane Beamer, not very intriguing.
I could argue against that, but go ahead.
Frankly, annoying.
Yeah.
Brent Venables, okay. I'd say a pretty good coach, but Ryan Silverfield.
Who?
The new Arkansas
Just
coach.
don't know enough about him yet.
Yeah. And then Eli Drinkwitz. I guess
he's more accomplished than all of those guys, right? He's been to a college football playoff.
So is Venables.
Him and Venables are a pretty good comp.
Yes.
To each other.
I think is Venables the defensive
Yes,
version
he
of
is.
Heupel?
Yes.
Here's what I would say. When we have been at our best historically, there hasn't been a lot of flash. For whatever reason, we've just never had the Spurrier in football. We tried it for a year with Kiffin and it blew up in our face. We've never had the flashy coach and had any success. Like Fulmer he wasn't very intriguing. He was just a blue collar, grind it up, go out there and yes, he was just get the
Johnny
work done.
was a little bit,
but
he was
kind of a little bit. He was old school.
Yeah,
he was old school. So, maybe it's just something about our community, our area of the country here. Like, I think we function best when we have somebody that's kind of under the radar. I don't know. I don't know that I disagree that Josh Heupel is not intriguing. Again, that's a very subjective word. You can define it however you want. I also don't know that it's a problem with me.
I don't either. Like, I'm sitting here thinking the one that comes to mind, like, How in the hell is Kirby Smart intriguing?
He's actually not that highly ranked in this thing. I'm just scrolling down. I think he's around 15, and I'd say that's about right. Honestly, the whole thing is he's trying to. I guess what's intriguing about him is he trying to create a legacy where he's potentially more successful than Saban. I think he's got a long way to go, but one thing about Kirby too is he never candy coats anything, So I think he's someone you want to keep an eye on. Here's my thing. And again, winning is winning. Heupel's had a fair amount of success. We've talked about this. We support that, but he is going into year 6. And my question becomes, is this just kind of an allegory too is he a guy that could ever just move the needle enough to be in the same conversation as a Cignetti or a Kirby Smart or someone like that? Because like it or not, you got to have some swag to be at that level. I just believe it. Now, Kiffin's got a lot of swag, but he hasn't really had the results yet. Cignetti and Kirby have backed it up. Can Heupel ever be that kind of guy? I don't know. I'm not saying that this poll or this ranker is like the death sentence for Josh Heupel, but it's just kind of a reminder that he's just kind of there. I mean, I think there's really intriguing storylines with Tennessee football, namely the quarterback situation, namely that it's his year 6 for him. And, you went to the playoffs 2 years ago. Last year, you receded. So I think that the fact that he's not on there, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, slow and steady wins the race. But, man, is that enough for this program and this fan base and their expectations? I don't know.
The weird part about it is dull as this in milquetoast as this guy appears to be publicly, and when he puts out, it looks like behind the scenes he's got kind of a dynamic personality.
Okay.
Pretty funny guy. I don't know. Ask your neighbor. I mean, the funnier things I've seen from Josh,
like what,
is the banter that goes on between him and Barnes. He's
don't remember
a fiery kind of competitive guy. They smack talk each other over that lunchtime basketball deal that they've got going. So,
hey, we got to get back to the phones. Before we do, I want to say a shout out to Chase Everett in the YouTube chat, whose wife Riley is giving birth to their first child today. And shout out to the Everett family. They're going to be great parents.
Bear Everett. Name him after me.
I think it's a girl.
Even better.
Barrett.
It's just Bear.
I mean, we'll submit it to the Council of Elders.
And real quick, my daughter was at orientation for her next level of schooling. Last week she was there, and she showed me a picture of the crew she was running around with, and a couple girls, and I was like, oh yeah, what's their name? One was Jade. The others, and she goes, oh, that's Bear.
Female bear?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Chase. It's an option.
Just saying.
I go, must be a nickname, right? And she goes, I guess. Like, better be.
And George Foreman named all of his children George.
Yeah, they're all named George Foreman.
Georgianne.
My wife's grandfather, who was like from rural Louisiana, had a series of dogs all named Rip.
Rip?
Yeah. And just one after the other, just name the new dog Rip.
Wow. I guess it's
if you find a name you like, you just
Rip.
Keep cranking them out, right?
How about Anthony Edwards, the NBA player? He's got it's either a dog or a cat, and his pet's name is Anthony Edwards Jr.
A dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's he going to name that? Actual human child?
I know.
Doesn't he have a couple of those too?
I have no
idea. He had? Am I disparaging him unfairly?
Walker, no, he's got
You got baby mama drama.
He's got baby mama drama.
Not really drama. He just went and basically wanted to pay everything he owed her for the next 18 years on the up front. He wanted to just cut a check and be done with it.
Anthony Edwards has 4 children with 4 different women.
One of them, the one I'm speaking of, it sounds like she may have intentionally got, like she was really trying to get pregnant hard just to get the money.
Scandalous hoes out there.
Whoa. Easy.
All right.
I'm saying, man, what would you call a woman like that?
Maybe he's the hoe.
Sounds like he is.
True. Yeah. Well,
Takes
so
two to tango.
that sounds like a collision of forces right there. That's not going to end well. Roberto is next. What's up, Roberto?
Just glad to know I'm not banned, boys. I might just jump in there.
Okay.
Can't today.
Do it.
But what do you look like next week? What's on your schedule, Russ?
I'll be here hosting the drive.
You're going to be doing it every day is what I'm asking. Are you doing the what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Every day? Okay.
For the
See
foreseeable
if I can make
future.
that work.
Are we going to do it on Fan Run
It's tough to get it a good sell. Scott suffered because of that. Scott's the leader in the clubhouse for me. Even though he's not in the clubhouse yet, I think that's the guy who's going to win. I really do. I think he was on a roll, man. I thought he was going to get to 16. That was impressive. Till he went through a dead zone.
I mean, if he really puts his mind to it, he could be, but we don't have proof that he's 100% committed to winning this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's called in question for sure.
Guys, did you see the Texas offensive lineman that was playing for the Browns this week? I mean, if Jackson Moy isn't standing on campus Monday morning, I'm going to be redneck pissed. We got to get him back on campus.
Walk us through that for listeners who don't know. Texas offensive lineman, undrafted free agent with the Browns.
Correct.
Yeah, so I have it here for later. It's Browns and Cowboys. He was on their practice squad.
Oh, he was both. Wow.
Yeah, he was with both. Did not land a professional contract. So he didn't fully sign for the full year. He just went to the training camps on camp invites and tryouts. Yeah, he's a camp player. Didn't sign a full thing, but they gave him a chance to come to camp and see if you could get on the practice squad or something like that.
So I know Jackson Moy signed as an unrestricted free agent. I know that happened. But I don't know how all those things that you just described work as far as what his looks like, obviously. But I mean, at this point, you if you're him or his family, you call Sean McVay and say, "Please cut me today. I'm going back to college," because he'll make more money at Tennessee next year than he would have in the pros, even as a practice player.
Yeah,
I think the league minimum is like $418 or something like that. I could be wrong, but. It's a no-brainer. And he would start for us day one.
I wonder, for Moy or this offensive lineman, when you've been banging heads with NFL dudes for a couple of weeks, and then you come back to college, what's that like? Is that like one of us going playing a game of Little League Baseball or something? Is that like swinging two bats in the on-deck circle? Is it suddenly easier to play college football after even for a couple of weeks, a couple of training camps and stuff in the NFL?
Eventually, I would think so, Russ. Yeah, that's one thing that I'd kind of thought about too. Is maybe he got some experience that he needed. Maybe he went up there and hey, by the way, kid, you're doing this. You're whatever, not tipping pitches, but you know what I mean. You're tipping what you're about to do, or when you're leveraging this way, you need to do this. And he gets some coaching that he got up there that he would not have gotten at Tennessee. He comes back and he's All-American.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
I would be doing that so fast it would make your head spin if I was him. And I guess Joey Aguilar, though, the reason he can't, air quotes, come back, because he's done the same thing, is because they are still counting his JUCO years as college years.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, here's to hoping, because Jackson Moy is my favorite Vol last year. He's just him and his family are great people, and I think it'd be a great opportunity for him. And I know that they, as a family, wanted to come back here. They love it here. And it would be great to get him back on campus. So with that said, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. As Roberto drops off, that creates a line available for you. We should probably get back more into this conference expansion thing, because that is dominating the YouTube chat.
Just one more quick thing on Jackson Moy. I did want to clarify, because I looked it up. He did sign a 3-year deal with the LA Rams. He signed a 3-year deal worth $3.1 million. Nice. So he's on a deal for a couple of years. It's not just a camp deal. He's on an actual signed contract. So it's very different than this guy.
Nah, he can't get that kind of money here.
But that's not guaranteed. It's
not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed money.
What was the top? Does it not say what his bonus was? His signing bonus?
His signing bonus was like $5,000.
Well, he got $5,000.
A lot of it's not guaranteed. but that's how much the deal could be worth, assuming he like makes camp and does all that.
I mean,
stuff.
without looking it up, I can't say for certain, but I would venture to say not much is guaranteed past that $5,000.
So here's what sucks about this, and is so weird, is he shouldn't be allowed to come back, right?
No.
This guy shouldn't be allowed to play at Texas. These guys shouldn't be allowed to play at Indiana on their defensive front. Their eligibility expired. They played. They practiced with an NFL organization, and as far as presumably have been paid for it.
They entered the NFL draft.
None of these guys should be able to come back. But if that offensive lineman is going to play for Texas, and those dudes are going to play at Indiana, and other guys presumably are going to do this as well, then our guys should be able to.
And I'm still just flummoxed as to how Arian Carter is suspended for 2 damn games.
Thank you.
That is the dumbest. I mean, the absolute dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
They're not serious people.
Bersevich wants Florida State, North Carolina, and West Virginia.
First West Virginia mention. West Virginia feels...
It's a cultural fit.
That would be more just... Can you imagine how fun it'd be to go up there in November in the snow? And I mean, those hillbillies take it to another level.
Tampa Vol says, I don't want North Carolina. What additional significant revenue comes with them for football would take Clemson, Florida State, and/or Miami? Yeah, Bob, you might be able to speak because you've been on the TV side of this. So when you're ESPN or Fox and you're renegotiating with the SEC for its next TV contract, like what value does North Carolina bring? There's a lot of, they've Charlotte, a lot of beach towns.
Right.
Raleigh is a big city. Like there's a lot of TVs in that state. Is North Carolina bringing value to the SEC outside of the obvious basketball?
Yeah, I would say TV markets. I would say if the SEC cares at all, again, about academic standing, that's going to be the difference between UNC and Florida State specifically. Florida State's like, Tallahassee's kind of middle of nowhere, by the way, too, in the state of Florida. So again, they have a great fan base, everything else, but yeah, there's the bigger growth area is North Carolina.
If you're the SEC and you're talking to them, I would be like, man, okay, we're excited about what you bring in basketball and baseball, but that don't pay the bills. We're a football league. Mm-hmm. That's where we make our money. And you're going to have to reinvest. And your stadium is small, and you guys have been spinning your wheels here. This Belichick thing hasn't worked out. And we've seen you be good. Like, you're good under Butch Davis.
Yep.
For a minute, you popped up at Mac Brown, had some success there. But you're going to have to get serious about football if you want to come into this league. Again, it just gets back to what these schools, what these leagues value when it comes to looking for expansion. TB in TN says if the SEC expands, offered North Carolina, Georgia Tech, and NC State. I don't think that's going to happen. No. I think NC State's going to be on the outside looking in there.
Yeah, they're going to be in the wilderness.
I think Georgia Tech's an interesting one, though, because, again, Atlanta TV market, also the fact that they were in the SEC at one point. They haven't been very good in sports for a little while. They've been better in football recently, not good in basketball, obviously good in baseball recently. But I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Tech somehow ended up in the conversation.
The two that everybody thinks that, correct me if I'm wrong, nobody really wanted Florida State and Clemson, right? When they were trying to get out? Like the Big Ten and the SEC weren't beating down that door.
I don't think so.
I think Florida State's a better bet to end up in the Big 12 than
I agree with you there.
The SEC.
And what a fall from grace that would be.
Yeah.
I know most of their games, it's like Florida State conference games, whatever. Unless they're playing Clemson, it's just whatever. Are we tuning in for, a big conference matchup between Florida State and Oklahoma State?
No.
Isn't it crazy though? When Florida State had that undefeated year just a couple seasons ago, that was apparently just an aberration, right?
It's your swan song.
Yeah, because it was kind of like, hey man, they're back. This is interesting.
I mean, how valuable would that brand be if they hadn't had that season? And at the same time, Miami was lost in the wilderness at that time. I mean, they've only kind of got it turned around here in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Davey Burner 98 says, here's one thing we haven't really talked about. What about Texas Tech? That would add another Southwest team to maybe create a proper East and West feel so we get more traditional SEC matchups. That Baker guy on The Athletic did have Texas Tech listed in his list of possibilities to join the SEC.
I don't want any part of that billionaire. We've got enough Texas in this league right now with A&M and Texas. We don't need any more.
You want to make a road trip to Lubbock?
You want to add some more billionaire oil men?
Like I said, man, they're like they feel like the Beverly Hillbillies to me. I mean, it's just like they've come across a guy with a bunch of money.
They're Rodney Dangerfield in the country club.
Jeez.
Yeah.
$1 billion is $1 billion, Bob.
Yeah, and also they're kind of leading. They're the only one in the Big 12 really putting that kind of money in. So, I mean, if you have that kind of, say you make the playoff every 3 or 4 years, if you're the only one doing that in the Big 12, I feel like you'd rather have that than have to go compete in the conferences that might have the same resources as you. Similar to the way Notre Dame can make similar money as an independent and still make the college football playoff almost every year because they don't have to play anyone.
I'll say this. We're getting close to Bears' theory about reverting back to the mean.
I'm telling you, it's coming.
I know they've set the cap at 19, but if you could get to 20 and you have 2 10-team divisions, I mean, we could have the old SEC.
Yes, and we could just about have the old Southwest Conference. We're getting close.
That'd be kind of cool.
How about? And then he just split everybody back up and put those Pac teams back out on the West Coast.
Well, the other thing too, speaking of that, is somebody put it on the live chat and it got me thinking. How about shipping Missouri back to the Big 12?
Please.
And then replace.
I mean, either that or the Big 10
Southern team.
I mean, they're a Big 12, Big 10 team.
I mean, I'm all for it. I just they're not going to volunteer to leave, obviously, and can we even do that?
No.
Would we do that?
No,
relegate them?
You've been relegated.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
You open up the relegation door, man. We might just now be fighting our way out of Conference USA.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Hypes has had us back for a minute.
Well, yeah, a couple of years ago, we'd have been down in League 2, League 3.
God.
He pulled us up in 22.
I'm talking about it would have been a long, brutal slog.
Bundesliga.
If we had promotion relegation, Josh Heupel would not be taking the Tennessee job after what happened with us with
That's
Pruitt.
a good point.
Because it would look awful.
Quick timeout. The drive rages on this Friday afternoon edition of the show. Back to wrap up hour number 2 right after this.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Join us for the 3rd annual Fan Run Night at the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th at Covenant Health Park. Come hang out with the Fan Run crew and arrive early to pick up some swag as we watch the Smokies take on the Rocket City Trash Pandas on a Thirsty Thursday, featuring half-price draft beers all night long. It's the 3rd annual Fan Run Night with the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th. Listen to Fan Run Radio for details on how to score free tickets.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa with Knoxville Smiles. Are you hiding your smile, missing teeth, uncomfortable dentures, or afraid of long, painful implant procedures? Welcome to the future of dentistry right here in East Tennessee. Introducing the Knoxville Smiles Robotic Implant Center. We are the #1 robotic dental office in the area, offering minimally invasive, advanced robotic-guided implant dentistry. Using our Yomi robot system and 3D facial scanning technology, we can map your mouth with pinpoint accuracy, far beyond what human hands can do alone. What does this mean to you? Unmatched precision, faster healing times, and reduced discomfort. Don't wait to get your confident smile back. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we make restoring your smile easy. Call us today at 865-539-1776 or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com and make your appointment today. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
AM online at fanrunradio.com and your free FanRun app. Variety of ways for you to experience the program this afternoon. This just came across my desk. Ryan Sylvia, Rocky Top Insider. Tennessee football has quietly announced they've scheduled 5 new out-of-conference games. Am I still in your thunder here, Walker?
Yes, most certainly. Number one coming up.
Okay, well, we'll just call that a tease.
Love it. It's a tease.
Stay tuned for the top 5 at 5, and Walker will tell you who the 5 new non-conference game. I'll give you a little bit of a hint, a little bit of a spoiler alert. It's no one good.
No, not anyone good.
No one good. Bunch of games we ought not to be playing, in my opinion, but okay. They didn't ask me. Beginning to think they never will.
They're paying a lot of money to play these teams. That's what I would say.
I mean, that's just that's a thing of the past until whatever comes next comes.
Mm-hmm. You guys see where Legend Bay has been suspended?
He's already in trouble.
Violation of team rules.
I wonder what
Ohio
those
State.
rules were.
I don't know, man, but I saw some pictures of him. You know, if the eye test is any indication of his on-field ability, he's worth a few headaches, I would say, off the field. He's put together.
Yeah.
He's stout for a little dude. He's a big little guy. He got a little bit of a Tyreek Hill type vibe. Who, you know, another guy who is worth putting up with a certain amount of off-the-field nonsense.
Problematic at times, his behavior.
Can't teach speed.
I can't coach it. Can't teach it.
Some people just got it.
Now, I wonder what the conversation would be around Legend Bay if he had made it here, because I hear great things about Tyreek King.
Yeah.
The altar boy has made an impact, and he might not be able to get on the field ahead of Braylon Staley at wide receiver, but he could be your punt returner.
We need one of those.
I watched him do it. He's really good at it.
He got out of town right before the cops came and busted your program.
What are you talking about? I come on here trashing Speedway. Huh? Do I do that, Bob? No. But damn it, I'm going to start subscribing to the Indianapolis newspapers to start finding out dirt on your alma mater.
What do they get? The Indianapolis Star up there?
Yeah, the Indy Star.
Spark plug. You got to go deeper than that to get down to the good high school. I'll find the whatever.
Yeah, I got news for you, man. They don't cheat, so they suck.
They're just terrible.
Yeah,
at everything.
They do it the right way.
They won a state title in basketball like 10 years ago, but
spark plug pride.
Yeah.
So Legend Bay not suiting up for the spark plugs this year is kind of what you're telling me.
Oh no, that wouldn't happen.
No talents of that ilk. Walker, do we have an update on the ladies' Tour de France bra scandal coming up?
We do not have an update, but I could go look for one. I have some.
I expect you to follow these developing stories.
I always do. Just depends on if it comes across my desk.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up. It's Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Only 2 homestands remaining for your Knoxville Smokies, and next week is a huge week. Free hot dog night on Tuesday. Yep, all you can eat hot dogs all night long. Then Wednesday is all you can eat for less than $20, and that includes game ticket. Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday with half off draft beers, and the weekend, make sure to grab your UT gear and head to the ballpark on Saturday for Tennessee night. First 1,000 fans receive a Deshaun Bishop bobblehead. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
September 10th isn't just a sale, it's an experience. Join us as Liquor Vault celebrates its first anniversary with the biggest savings event of the year. Experience rare bourbon drops, surprising barrel releases, and complimentary tastings all day. For the wine enthusiasts, you can check out Jason Drotar's Wine Passport Experience. Cigars, they've got them too. Enjoy hourly giveaways, exclusive one-day only anniversary pricing, and surprises throughout the day. Find a Vault Golden Ticket and receive exclusive access to Liquor Vault's highly anticipated end-of-year rare bourbon allocation. People will be talking about this event for months. The only question is, will you be there? The Vault Experience, September 10th, only at Liquor Vault's anniversary party. Located at 2901 Tazewell Pike. Check out their specials and sign up to get discounts at liquorvault.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. Congratulations. You have made it. The weekend is here. Bear has fled the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios.
Notably shortly before we play What You Talking About.
What You Talking About coming up, he just could not deal.
Couldn't. I mean, you could tell he was getting a little nervous the closer we got to it, and he was about to blow a gasket. He had to get out of here before we started playing the game.
All right. Walker, you've got the top 5 at 5 to kick off our third hour. What you got?
Yes, sir. At number 1, Tennessee football has added 5 new out-of-conference games to its future schedules, which extend as late as the 2031 season. This features upcoming matchups with a number of in-state FCS foes, including Chattanooga, Austin Peay, and UT Martin, and an FBS opponent in Bowling Green. Each game will be played at home in Neyland Stadium.
And they're keeping it in state for the most part, right?
I get it. Everybody else is doing it. This is just the world we live in right now. I'm not advocating that we go out and schedule Michigan instead of an FCS opponent, and we're the only school not playing an FCS opponent. I would just like to see that be part of this bill, the Protect College Sports Act. I'd like to see them say, look, these Power 4 teams, you got to play all power conference games. We're getting rid of, forget Chattanooga and UT Martin. We're getting rid of Bowling Green, too. You're not going to play games like that. They're going to play other teams in similar conferences to them. You've got your 9-game conference schedule. Go play a Big 12 team, a Big 10 team, an ACC team. Only 12 Saturdays of college football guaranteed every year. Let's make sure they all count. And we're playing Chattanooga twice, back-to-back years, in 28 and 29. What are we doing here? Who is this entertaining? The TV companies can't be happy with this. Who is happy with it? The coaches? Is that it? Just the coaches because they get
players.
Do players like playing these games?
The backups like the chance to play in some of the games.
I guess so, but I mean, it just seems like these are the last people we should be gearing these decisions towards. And I know this is how Chattanooga and Austin Peay and UT Martin fund a lot of their budget. They get paid $1 million for these games. This is how they buy shoulder pads and whatever else. It's not our problem. What did I miss where Tennessee, it's our responsibility to fund the football programs for Austin Peay and UT Martin? How is it Alabama, Georgia's responsibility to fund Mercer's program? It's not. It's not. So, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. It looks like we're stuck with these games for at least another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, probably.
Here's hoping that we don't have to watch them for the rest of our lives.
At number 2, Florida Senator Ashley Moody has filed an amendment for the Protect College Sports Act that would allow for schools to more easily move conferences without having to wait on a probationary period. Per the amendment, if a Power League school wants to move to another power conference, the school can avoid the 5-year probationary period if it withdraws from its league within 180 days of the bill's enactment.
So if this bill is indeed passed by Congress and signed into law by the president, that could happen in the next 6 months. These schools could bolt.
Well, so I feel like 6 months. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take this thing to get through. Like, it's not like this vote that's coming up is the final thing.
Well, it's getting close. Like they want to get this done before this session before the next elections and the next Congress comes in. So that would have to happen
maybe
very quickly. Like they were hoping this bill would be done last week.
As a matter, I was just going to say, this just came down in the last 5 minutes from, again, our guy, Ross Dellinger. President Donald Trump, in a social post, is urging lawmakers to remain in D.C. to make sure they pass the Protect College Sports Act.
Yeah, wow. I mean, he wants a political win. He wants to be able to sign it.
Trump saying it's a great bill, and the Senate will hopefully stay in D.C. until it passes. Without this bill, millions of young athletes will be hurt, programs will be canceled, women in Olympic sports will go away, and the fans will be robbed, and the universities will go broke.
You think he understands any of the provisions in this bill?
Yeah. Then he says, nobody has done more to protect women athletes than me. And this bill clearly protects the laws in 27 states protecting women's sports and banning men from women's sports. Anyone that tells you differently is lying. Stop grandstanding and try getting this done.
So, I mean, the pressure, right?
It's mounting.
Yeah, but it could happen quickly. Again, as it pertains to this conference expansion thing, if the bill gets passed, it sounds like it's close. Obviously, he's going to sign it. And if Schoolhouse Rock was true in what they were telling me, at that point, bill becomes a law. And so you would have 180 days, if you're some of these ACC teams that are looking to bolt, to find a new home. And the 4 power conferences can't go above 19 teams, which I don't understand that part of it. But
I mean, I don't understand a lot of what's in the bill. I'm not really wanting to dive into it until it's actually approved. Because you never know.
My only point here is that this conference expansion talk could heat up and schools could start moving very quickly here in the next 6 months.
Right.
If this bill gets done in the next week or so.
I was looking forward to at least another 5 years before we had to deal with conference realignment again.
Well,
Guess not.
I don't think so. Yeah.
At number 3, offensive lineman Cole Hudson has rejoined Texas after regaining a 5th year of eligibility after going undrafted due to the 5-for-5 injunction given to the class of 2022 players. He participated in mini camps with the Cleveland Browns and Dallas Cowboys, but did not land a professional contract. He has played in 48 games for the Longhorns with 23 starts at 3 different positions.
Well, if he's going to be playing on their offensive line in Neyland Stadium, then we need Jackson Moy playing on our defensive line. They can block each other. A couple of pros going at it.
I mean, it's hard to root. I don't want to root for something, but it kind of feels like if Jackson
Arch Manning needed a few more weapons, didn't he?
Oh yeah, sure. And also, it's hard to root for it, but it feels like Jackson Moy coming back very much would debate on if he makes the LA practice squad or roster.
I guess so.
So, if you want him back, you'd be rooting probably against him to make that roster.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure how his contract status differs from, is it Batson?
Cole Hudson.
Hudson. Not sure how the contract statuses differ there, but Heupel was asked about this the other day, and he was typically coy, but he said, yeah, we're looking into everything.
Exploring it.
Without naming names, yeah. So maybe there's somebody else out there.
We'll see.
Heupel was coy?
No.
I know.
Not Josh. Never be that way.
Not super intriguing Josh Heupel.
Super duper intriguing Josh Heupel. At number 4, let's take a look around the MLB for this weekend series. The Reds will take on the Nationals. The White Sox play the Guardians. The Astros begin a pivotal series against the Padres. The Rays take on the Mariners. And the best series of the weekend is Russell's Braves going up against Bears Yankees in a drive derby.
I think that's why Bear took off. because he knew we were going to talk about this. By the way, like we never really clarified. Is the bet on?
Yes, the bet is on.
The bet is on.
The bet is on. He just said he didn't want to be in the same room with you to shake your hand. Take that as you will.
It's not welching, but it's not far off. When a man makes a bet, a man shakes a hand.
They made the deal. We have recorded evidence that this deal happened. And if I was a betting man, I'd be thinking Russell will be singing New York, New York on Monday.
Think so?
You guys are facing three of the best pitchers in
Start
baseball.
spreading the news. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
If I was a betting man, I know the Yankees can't hit a baseball, but they're going to make it really hard for the Braves to do it too with their three pitchers.
They better watch, man. Boston's 26-4 in their last 30 games.
Oh, they just won like another 8 straight right now.
Yeah, they're on fire.
It's unreal. And Aaron Judge, he might not come back. He might be done for the rest of the year. Which, since he's left, no one can hit a baseball on the Yankees.
It's a shame.
Truly.
They get the Tyler Mahle experience tonight.
Yep, and the Grant Holmes experience on Sunday. That incredible experience.
Chris Sale tomorrow.
And you just know what you're getting with Chris Sale. He's a consummate professional. And at number 5, a Minnesota man faces a court date next month for allegedly setting up a homemade spike strip in his yard last spring in an attempt to keep neighborhood children off his lawn.
Oh, no.
He is charged with one gross misdemeanor count of setting a spring gun, pitfall, deadfall, or snare, which carries a potential maximum sentence of 180 days in prison or a $1,000 fine. One of the neighbors called police to report that the man was yelling at the neighbor's children to stay out of his yard. When officers arrived, they saw a long piece of thick plastic set in the lawn with about 43-inch screws sticking up from the plastic.
A psycho.
Officers noticed bicycle tracks in the yard and said it appeared neighborhood children would ride through the yard as a shortcut into a nearby park. He admitted placing the device to keep kids off his lawn and that he had previously yelled at the kids many times, but they still rode through his yard out of spite. He also allegedly told officers he did not mean to injure anyone, only scare them.
So these are spike strips like police use to slow down fleeing
like homemade
cars?
Spike strips, yep. Because kids are riding through his yard on their bikes.
What if kids are running? They don't see it. You could have punctured one of their feet. The kid could have been maimed.
I mean, yeah, probably went a little too far, but I mean...
Probably went a little too far? Yes, Walker, I think they went too far.
I'm not saying, I mean, how far would you go to keep kids from riding bikes on your yard?
Not that far. I think I would just tell them, I don't know, man. What can you do? I think you just got to deal with it. Like, you live in a neighborhood, there are kids. I like kids running through the yard and everything. As long as they're not, like, is it a shortcut that they're always using and, like, the grass is dying? And
they're repeatedly riding their bikes through
like
his
you're
yard to get through the park.
That sounds like you're on the side of the guy.
I'm open to both sides of the argument. I lean
You're
towards...
open to the side of putting down spike strips in the yard?
Listen, I lean towards don't use spike trips, but I do understand that this guy.
It's frustrating. I get it.
Like the guy went too far, but I see his reasoning. Is what I'm saying,
dude. It's a fence.
Yeah,
buy a fence.
That's all it would take.
Like, you don't even have to really.
He doesn't want to pay for a fence.
It doesn't have to be a big fence. Like, just wherever just on one side of the yard. Probably going to be enough to keep them out.
The guy probably doesn't want to have to pay however many hundreds of dollars to build a fence to keep kids off.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what I would tell the devil's advocate. Freaking psycho, man.
Bob, would you tolerate kids riding bikes through your yard every day?
No, we just had it happen actually,
and
and they created kind of a little muddy rut in this area. So I
in your yard.
Like the side of my yard between my house and our neighbors. And so I saw them because we have we have an incline on our driveway. These kids like to ride their bikes up to the top of the driveway and then, go down. And that's cool.
That's cool. But also now you're getting like a kid falls or something on there and
no kidding.
You could be liable.
But I talked to the kids and I didn't say, hey, I'm going to put spikes up. I just said, hey, do me a favor. You guys are welcome to use the driveway. Just be careful. But also please don't go in the yard, because when we got all that rain, it sunk a little, and that was all muddy and soggy and not good. So
how would you feel if these kids just continued to ride through the grass?
Yeah, I'd start pelting them with baseballs or something.
BB gun, just boom, picking them off.
Just come right out of the door and just like go Ben Joyce on them.
Yeah, spike strips, too far.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
That's ridiculous. If
that's insane.
You're going to that trouble, put a fence up like Russ said. That's what I would say.
I understand the argument.
My name be Earl said high neck piano wire will stop all of that.
That'll do it.
Okay. I mean, that's not quite as psycho as spike strips, but it's right there.
It's close.
It is right there.
That to me sums up the YouTube chat, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty calculated.
Yeah. Just a bunch of guys trying to figure out how we can hurt children.
Yeah. Bear probably would love that right there. He would have been like,
that's his people.
Yep.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 5 at 5. It is brought to you by our friends over at ECR Total Landscapes. For all your landscaping needs, check out ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Mention Fan Run Radio, you save some money. ECR Total Landscapes. Russell, Bob, and Walker with you the rest of the way here on Fan Run Radio on a day when we are talking conference expansion and the most intriguing coaches in college football. There's another piece. We might get to this if we have time. Bill Connolly's biggest villains for every college football team. Who's the biggest villain for Tennessee football?
Was it just SEC?
No,
he did for every league. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can go through some of those. I am interested to talk about the Tennessee one.
I think historically, there was a time when it was Spurrier and probably Bear Bryant before that, before my time. But growing up, it was Spurrier. There was not even really anything close. Now,
I'd say it's Kirby now, right?
I guess so, but we don't play him anymore.
No,
we're not regularly. We're not playing him this year. Saban is gone.
But I mean, for me, like people in my generation, it is Saban. Like if you ask me who I hate more between Spurrier and Saban, it's Saban. Like I didn't get to watch us beat him as like a conscious adult till I was in my 20s.
Maybe Kiffin. I mean, we don't play him. He's kind of a villain.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not
more of a villain to Ole Miss now than he is to us.
He's not the villain.
Not the villain.
No,
I'll tell you who would be, because when we reveal who Tennessee's was to a certain school, you'll see that was a one instance thing.
Yeah.
So if we did it on that criteria, I would say that it's Shane Beamer.
Ooh,
from
that's a good one.
2022. Shane Beamer or Spencer Rattler, either one.
Bad one.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll get to that after we play our game. We need 2 players right now for what you're talking about. 865-966-3435, 966-3435. Time to play the game when we continue next on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. Miss any of your favorite Fan Run show? Listen to the podcast on our free Fan Run Radio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Is your car ready for the road ahead? At Matlock Tire and Auto Service, they've got everything you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. Whether you need new tires, a quick oil change, or expert repairs, Matlock is your one-stop shop that keeps you moving safely. Matlock's certified technicians offer top-notch service for brakes, alignments, batteries, and more. Plus, they carry all the top tire brands, and they're the home of the world-famous price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad, and they'll match the exact same tire for the exact same price. That's how Matlock Tire goes the extra mile for you. Convenient, reliable, affordable. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. Visit any of their 5 area locations in East Tennessee, in Farragut, Lenoir City, Maryville, Athens, and Hardin Valley. Find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment online today at matlocktireservice.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, "I've got your back." That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers
Fan Run night at the Cove. We're watching the Smokies game Thursday next week. We'll be broadcasting live from the team shop on street level before the game. You'll be able to come up and get tickets that you can, vouchers that you can take to the ticket office and get tickets to the Fan Run section in the game. So we're looking forward to that. It's always a lot of fun. We will be there again for Fan Run night at the Smokies game, downtown Covenant Health Park, Thursday next week, and we'll be telling you a whole lot more about it as we get closer to the game. All right, it is time to play What You Talk About. We've got our 2 contestants. Hit the music, Walker.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. What you talking about? 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 What you talking about?
All right, we've got Scott and Derek going at it. Is this Scott from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
He's back.
He made it back.
Okay. We'll see if he can get a Daniel Tosh web redemption here.
Expecting it. I expect big things. I think he'll learn from his previous outing. You know, I think he'll be locked in and focused a little bit more this time.
All right, let's get Scott in here. He's going to go first today. Scott, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Russ.
All right, man. Did you learn your lesson from last night?
I did. I was hoping that the ad segment would have been longer. I was trying to get to the park before, but you caught it. I got clicks through right on the North Shore, must have switched towers. Sitting here comfortably, my own home today, not going anywhere.
All right. Well, you are our first contestant. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready, sir.
Here we go. This is baseball's Fall Classic.
World Series.
Yes, this is the planet with the rings around it.
Saturn.
This is the running back for the Titans, plays for the Ravens now.
Derrick Henry.
Yes, this is golf. Lefty. Likes to gamble.
Bill Mickelson.
Yes, this is a movie with Mel Gibson. Freedom! He plays William Wallace.
Braveheart.
This is the round mound of rebound. He played for Auburn.
Charles Barkley.
Yes, this is the country that we're bombing right now, the Middle East.
Iran.
This is what you cook a burger on.
Grill.
Yes, this is a character from Star Trek. He had the ears, Vulcan.
Spock.
Yes, this is the greatest from boxing.
Muhammad Ali.
Yes, this is San Francisco's baseball team, New York's football team. Yes, this is a character with Robin. He's a superhero.
Batman.
Yes, this is what you cut the grass with.
Mower.
Full thing, full name.
Lawnmower.
Yes, this is a former quarterback for the Chargers and the Colts last year.
Chargers and Colts pass.
All right, that was Phillip Rivers we were looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
And had to get lawnmower. That was the full clue there, but you got that one. What was the final tally?
I got
13.
Yep, 13.
Wow.
It's a good number.
That ties Jay for the highest number so far this year.
Wow.
Well done, Scott. Hang right there.
Thank you.
Sputtered a little right there at the end. He could have gotten 14, but
he gotten Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, but that
was a tough one.
The lawnmower thing set him back a little.
Bit. Everything else, man, he just kind of mowed through.
He gave nice. He gave the double answer too.
He was naming him twice.
Johnny
I respect the clarity. I feel like you could have picked up a couple extra seconds there to get.
You think that cost him?
No, maybe a half second here and there saying it twice. You could have gotten Phillip Rivers in the end.
So nice. He said it twice. All right, let's bring in our next contestant. This is Derek. Derek, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, Derek, you got to get 13 to tie Scott. 14 would beat him. Of course, if you do 13, we'll play again.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Here we go. This is the city where the Chiefs play.
Kansas City.
Yes, this is the country we're in right now.
United States.
Yes, this is Little Green Man from Star Wars.
Yoda.
Yes, this is the running back for the Bills who killed his wife, the waiter.
Pass.
This is the former quarterback of the Dolphins from the 80s, 90s.
Dan Marino.
Yes, this is the social media website owned by Mark Zuckerberg.
Facebook.
This is the Pixar movie with Mike and Sully.
Monsters, Inc.
Yes, this is the swimmer, American swimmer, won all the awards.
Michael Phelps.
Yes, this is a natural disaster that happens when the earth starts moving.
Earthquake.
Yes, this is New York's football team. They wear green and white.
Jets.
Yes, this is a basketball player from the 70s and 80s. They called him the Doctor.
Pass.
This is Clemson's football coach.
Dabo 20.
Wait, he didn't get that one. You have to complete the answer before the buzzer starts. We've been through this
It felt pretty close.
No, it wasn't close at all.
I don't know, Jim.
I thought it
was pretty close.
I thought he got it in.
Does it matter?
It's inconsequential. It's either 9 or 10 is what I had.
We'll give
depending upon if we give it
to
him.
We'll give it to him. 10. Derek, sorry, my man. That was tough. We passed on Dan Marino. Or no, you got Dan Marino. You passed on OJ.
Yeah.
Was the Bills the running back who killed his wife?
Is that a bag?
Yeah, I didn't.
The juice. I should have said the juice. Did we pass on anything else? Julius Erving?
Yeah, but that's right. That's it.
Did he get Julius?
Yeah. No, that was his last. Was that his last? No, he passed Julius Erving.
Yeah.
Because then he got to the next one.
All right. Better luck next time. Derek, it was pretty good. You had it going for a second, but Scott put up a big number today. Best of luck.
Yes.
Thanks, man. All right, let's bring Scott back. Scott, congratulations. You're our winner today. You learned your lessons. You didn't let what happened yesterday define you. You bounced back strong. You came in fired up, focused, prepared, ready, and you delivered on your promise. Victory is yours.
Thank you, friend. It's all I could do. Wore my Fan Run Radio hat all day today to bring a little luck. So
There you go.
Thank you guys for the swag earlier at a live remote. So let's catch a pint. So come on by anytime you get a chance.
Awesome. I was actually over there earlier today. We'll be there a couple of times during football season. So good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Scott. Congratulations. Yeah. Hang right there. We're going to get your phone number and we'll get you set up for what you talk about Champions League. There you go. Scott, our fourth qualifier. Good. Thank you, sir.
See you, Scott.
Good performance by him.
Yes.
Maybe one of the favorites.
Yeah, he's good.
But he just knows everything. He doesn't pass on anything.
No. It's tough, man. You can't really pass more than once. And at that point you gotta nail him. And but since he didn't pass at all, he started to sputter, like I said at the end, but it didn't matter as much then.
No, he was on a roll.
Yeah.
That was very impressive. All right, that is What You Talking About, presented by our friends over at Buckethead Tavern. Scott's going to win some chicken wings as well for qualification, and then we'll have some bigger prizes to give away as we get closer to Champions League. Open up the phone lines to you. 865-966-3435 is your phone number to get on the show this afternoon, 966-3435. Do we have some breaking news here from Pete Thamel? Big Ten voted this week to expand the league's football travel rosters to 80 for league games. Goes up from 74. Reason is age-based eligibility rules, blah, blah, blah. That's not big.
No, it's not big.
They're
just
it's a minor
more
note.
People. They're just expanding rosters because they don't have red shirts anymore. So they're just allowing for more people to travel. Something small compared to everything else rules-wise that's going on right now.
I got one to talk about.
Okay.
So, I've talked about it before. I'm a geek. I'll admit it. I'm a fantasy sports player, right?
That'll make you a geek. I mean, it's just good, wholesome American fun, right?
Second best
guys
one
being guys.
Second best one at the station.
Just another version of gambling. But anyway, all that to say, Yahoo this season, most of you know how fantasy football goes, right? You pick a player, you draft a team, all that stuff. Yahoo's doing a college version this year.
Yes, I remember they announced that a few weeks ago, and they were doing it.
They put out their draft rankings. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, these are always awful.
The top 300 players, and this is a half point per reception ranking. Number one's Jeremiah Smith.
Okay.
No shocker there. Malachi Toney, number 2.
Okay.
But at number 10 overall in the top 300, Deshaun Bishop.
Numbers, man.
Hey, he's going to get so many carries and touchdowns.
Had over 1,000 last year. Expected him to at least do that again, if not more, with a potentially better offensive line.
Is that fun? Fantasy college football?
I've never done it. That's what I'm saying. This is the first time I've heard of it.
We need to get a league going?
Well, a couple of things. Like, I don't know if I like college football better than pro football. I feel like fantasy football is geared towards the NFL because it's just easier to follow because there are fewer teams, fewer players.
Yeah. And also there's so many, there are people, worse quarterbacks in worse conferences that can put up a lot of stats.
This might actually be really fun though, just because the depth of players on the wire. Like I'd imagine that you'd be a lot of shuffling. You get in that situation in NFL fantasy where there's just not much there,
right?
And you're just tinkering, you're scrambling for scraps. Basically, it feels like in college football, there's probably a lot of dudes available if you're keeping it to the typical 10 or 12 teams.
Well, and you've got to be like a total nerd because, like you said, the NFL there's a limited amount of players and teams, even though it's a big pool. College is so wide. Like the number 9 player ahead of Deshaun Bishop is Darius Taylor, who's the RB1 at Minnesota. I would have no idea who that is.
Well, but that's, again, there's just more players, so it's a wider breadth. But I'm not an NFL expert. Fantasy football is a lot of how I keep up with the NFL.
Yeah.
I watch the Titans and, maybe I'll have the red zone on a Sunday afternoon or something, but following fantasy and just looking like who's available and everything, that's kind of like how I keep up with who's having a good season.
That's, how I keep up with it in baseball a lot of times too, because, you're everyone in baseball, it's a little different. You're a fan of your team. And if you're a diehard for your team, you kind of only just watch your team and you only see the other guys come through town when they come through town.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying playing fantasy sports makes it easier, like Russ said, to know more about everyone around the league, all around the country.
Couple of Tennessee guys in the top 100 besides Deshaun Bishop.
Braylon Staley's got to be in there.
Number 78 is Mike Matthews. Number 81 is Braylon Staley. By the way, number 79, Peyton Lewis. Remember that guy?
Really? He's at Virginia Tech now?
Virginia.
Yeah.
UVA.
Virginia.
Good for him.
Was he there last year?
No.
He
transferred after this past season, right?
He was because at the beginning of last year, wasn't it? We thought that it was going to be equal between Peyton Lewis and Deshaun.
Yeah.
And then Deshaun Bishop just kind of took the job, and Lewis kind of got pushed out.
Now there's also, I got to check this out because this is interesting too. They have team defenses, but in these rankings they have team offenses. So I don't know how that plays in. I got to check this out. This could be fun, actually.
Yeah. Let me know what you think. Like, I will say this. I played fantasy football on Yahoo and I just did not like their setup.
Yeah.
ESPN does a really good job with that.
It's good. It's good.
I've done a couple of other ones, and it's just never as easy and intuitive as the ESPN fantasy app.
Yeah, Yahoo does a better job of going a little more in depth than you can go into on the ESPN app. But, if you just want easy, set your lineups, easy to look at, ESPN is the way to go.
The top quarterback.
Did you win ESPN fantasy or fantasy station fantasy last year? Was that you? Okay.
Did
you beat me?
No, I beat Bob.
You beat Bob.
You beat
I beat John Reed because he
my
beat you in the quarter.
Yeah, I had no quarterback. Mahomes went down and Jordan Love went down, and I dominated the regular season and then fizzled in. That's my point about baseball.
Kind of like how the Dodgers are going to do.
Or the Braves.
Looking at a champion right here, folks.
Little respect.
Where is
little respect on the Bravos, please?
Trying to see where they have.
What is the drive now? Is it 2 or 3 years in a row we've won the fantasy?
I won the year before.
So you, then Jace, then me.
Yes, that's right.
We're going for 4 in a row.
We own the Fan Run Fantasy League. This is compelling radio right now. People all over Knoxville are just like, I wonder who won their station fantasy league last year.
I'm sure they want us to talk about the Big Ten expanding their roster by 6 spots.
By the way, in this ranking thing, Nico Iamaleava, the 26th ranked quarterback in this draft pool.
I don't hate it.
You could probably, what do they call that when you're just you're picking up a different kicker or defense every week?
Streaming.
You could just be streaming quarterbacks. Nico might pop up.
Yeah.
He might be good for one game a year.
Pending, if you're in
probably wouldn't start him against Ohio State or
maybe in
Oregon.
If you're in a 20-person league, maybe he gets onto a roster somewhere.
Yeah, but if UCLA's playing Rutgers this year,
you never know.
Might be worth a stream. Final timeout of the program. We'll be right back to wrap things up. 865-966-3435. Speak now, forever hold your peace. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. East Tennessee Sports Authority. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Join us for the 3rd annual Fan Run Night at the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th at Covenant Health Park. Come hang out with the Fan Run crew and arrive early to pick up some swag as we watch the Smokies take on the Rocket City Trash Pandas on a Thirsty Thursday, featuring half-price draft beers all night long. It's the 3rd annual Fan Run Night with the Smokies, Thursday, August 13th. Listen to Fan Run Radio for details on how to score free tickets.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Got another good week of shows headed your way next. Football will be here before you know it. We got the Friday Night Lights 2 weeks from tonight. Just a really exciting time of year. Shout out to Magic Mike talking about Boss Man D-Lo earlier in the show. Apparently, he also has a song out called Mr. Pot Scraper. Again, it's too bad Bear left. I don't know what a pot scraper is. But apparently Mr. Pot Scraper is Boss Man D-Lo's other big hit.
I mean, he's a cultural icon, Russ.
So that's out there.
Yeah, Pot Scraper.
It's a great song. Yeah. Songbird of a generation.
Where were you when you first heard Mr. Pot Scraper?
That's right.
Another note here for you that I'm having trouble finding currently. Probably should have done this during the break. Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk. Tennessee has received an expert prediction, the crystal ball, as they call it, for a quarterback in the class of 2028, Caden Kraft. 4-star quarterback, crystal balled to the University of Tennessee. So already we're looking for our quarterback of the future. Lake Norman High School in Mooresville, North Carolina. He's the number 102 overall player in the country, according to Rivals, and the number 8 quarterback in the country.
So we have a quarterback in 2 of the next 3 cycles. Do we have the kid Georgia tried to flip that ended
Derek
up
Baker.
Derek Baker
for 2027.
2027.
And this is the quarterback we're going after for 28.
For the next 2 years, we already have a quarterback.
Well,
if they stay.
Yeah, I mean, we got the crystal ball. Doesn't mean it's done. I do. It's interesting. Are we adjusting our philosophy any in terms of going after the big 5 stars? Because I understand it would be hard to sign one in this class that we're putting together now. And you took Derek Baker, who other schools are still coming after, by the way.
Yeah.
It would be hard to recruit another 5-star knowing that we've got Faison.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Now. Nobody wants to come and sit behind him for 2 years. But I would think for 2028, I mean, that would be Faison's 3rd year. So you'd be coming in and learning behind a guy who might be going pro for a season and then be that guy. So I wonder, is this a situation where Heupel, they just really like Caden Kraft and they think he's that dude? Or are they adjusting their philosophy a little bit of like, hey, we're going to recruit good quarterbacks, but we're not going to recruit quarterbacks that we have to pay $2 million to. Because it's just, it's kind of a crapshoot. So we'll develop these guys and hopefully that we can slide them in and they'll be nice players. If they're not, we'll just go to the portal, which seems to be a recurring theme with a lot of these teams, and hope for the best there.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Heupel is gonna not go after the big fish quarterbacks when, in a few years we are starting to think about hopefully life after Faison if he becomes the guy.
After Faison. Bob is not prepared for that right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Life after Faison.
We're still waiting for life with Faison to start.
Life with Faison hasn't even begun, and we're already contemplating life after Faison.
There's something in 2027, 28, when hopefully he's already broken every SEC passing record you can imagine as a freshman and all that stuff that people want him to do. Whether or not he'll stick with that or find another guy who's a 5-star that he really likes and goes to targets.
I mean, you guys are worried about Laugh. I'm sitting here talking. What about Lag?
Yeah.
Life after George.
It could be Lag.
I think we're already experiencing that.
I'll say, when did life after George begin?
I'll say this. My last comment on the quarterback thing for today. I think we use both of these guys. Even if they name Faison the starter, I just feel like you're going to see them both at some point. Pretty good chance.
I mean, we're definitely going to see them both against Furman, assuming we crush
them. You would assume so.
Yeah. It's just whether or not it's in a split snaps or if one of them comes in and relief.
I'm talking about long term. I'm talking about like somebody's going to get hurt or be ineffective or something that you're going to have to turn to the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Injuries happen. We did watch, Gas Pipe play SEC snaps against 2 different teams. We watched him do it against Alabama and immediately throw an interception. And then we watched him hold on against Mississippi State at home. So, like, this stuff happens where you want that guy behind him to be ready to go.
We got Gas Pipe.
All-time quote.
It was Rivals recruiting experts, both Steve Wiltfong and Chad Simmons, locked in predictions for Tennessee to land 4-star quarterback Caden Kraft this week. Predictions both come with a 60% confidence rating. I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, they've been putting the confidence rating on that graphic
So
for whatever you think that means.
Really? So we've gone from just the crystal ball to I guess the crystal ball is technically, that's 247, right? Rivals does
the expert prediction.
I gotta like the crystal ball better. Crystal ball is pretty cool.
Crystal ball. I mean, saying someone is crystal ball to a school is.
But you can't 60% a crystal ball. It's either a crystal ball or not.
Well, I'm trying to remember, like when Pete Nakos put out his and On3 put out the graphic. I think his was only like 70% when it was DGG.
Okay.
So you kind of have to read. I mean, the confidence rating. I think it's just a fun little thing that they do.
That's.
Whatever.
I don't know, man. 60%. Are you really putting it out there that much?
So yeah, you guys are the favorites to get him. I'm not saying I 60% predict this will happen.
Lake Norman High School in Mooresville. That's a big NASCAR town, isn't it? Mooresville?
It is, yes.
Is that in Barnes Country?
No, I don't I don't think so. I mean, it's in the state.
Okay. Bill Connolly, ESPN, with his annual villains list. College football arch enemies for every power conference team. We won't go through every power conference team, obviously, but just for the SEC, for Alabama, it's Cam Newton. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
For Arkansas, it's the Texas Longhorns. I guess that makes sense. You go back to the old Southwest Conference days. For Auburn, it's Harvey Updike. He poisoned the trees.
He did.
Roll down Tide.
Who is Tennessee's ultimate villain, according to ESPN, Bill Connolly?
Well, I know who mine would be. I would think it's Saban.
You would say Saban?
I would say, like, for people my age, I think everyone would say Saban.
Bob?
I would say Steve Spurrier.
That's what ESPN says. Steve Spurrier grew up in Johnson City, delighted in tormenting the Vols. He was 8-4 against Tennessee while he was coaching, including 5 straight wins from 93 to 97, one of the best stretches in Tennessee history. Peyton was 32-5 as the Vols starter, but 3 of those losses came to Spurrier and the Gators.
See, I the reason I think Saban's a good choice, Walker. It's just Spurrier also, Saban would do the whole, hey, I'm going to talk respectfully. These guys know and I'm going to beat their ass. Spurrier would do both.
He would say, I'm going to beat their ass.
Yeah, he would just say, I'm going to pound you into the dirt, and I'm going to say it, and then stuff like, can't spell Citrus Bowl without UT.
Always running up the score, throwing the ball in the end zone at the end, just complete knucklehead. But here's the thing I would put. Yes, in the 1990s, he was definitely villain number one. There wasn't a close second.
But Tennessee was, like, good.
But that ended in 2001. We beat him the last time, and then he came back, and, like, Butch owned him. Was Butch 3-0? And I think, like, the last time we beat them with Butch, he quit. Like, in the middle of the season, Butch Jones beat him so badly.
Butch Jones is ass.
That he quit.
Yeah.
I can't logically think that we have a bigger villain than someone who was our arch rival beating us 18 times in a row, or however many times it was.
I mean, right now, presently, I would probably go Kiffin.
Kiffin's on the list. I think he had Ole Miss as Lane Kiffin's biggest villain for them.
Any of these other ones stand out to you? Texas with Barry Switzer was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That's good.
South Carolina. And this is a name I've not heard in many, many moons. South Carolina's was Marquez North.
I don't even
remember him.
I know.
You don't remember him?
No, I don't. I'm trying to remember the play that.
I was there.
I don't know what
I remember the play.
You were in the building. You were in the building.
Yes. That was South Carolina was really good at that point too. That was wasn't that Connor Shaw quarterback for them?
Yeah. Well, he was all beat up that year. It was 2013 when that was kind of Butch's first. I don't know if it's a signature win. It was South Carolina. I think they were top 10 at that time. They were like number 9 or 10.
Yeah. And North was a beast. The problem was I'm trying to think who was that Worley? Yeah, we had no quarterback, man. Nobody could get him the ball.
Well, Worley just threw one up for him, threw a prayer.
Yeah.
And Marquez kind of grabbed it as he's
one-handed, right?
Oh, I'm watching it. What a catch.
Yeah, it was amazing.
There's also a really famous picture of Marquez North like diving for a ball in the end zone, and the camera man just happened to be like right in front of him.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
That might have been on Sports Illustrated or something. But yeah, I remember Marquez was a 5-star guy that we got, and he was good, but he wasn't great.
Yeah.
He was okay.
And he just made that one catch. I mean, surely South Carolina. Dabo is not a bigger villain to South Carolina than Marquez North. That's silly.
I mean, they've beaten Dabo a couple, once or twice the past couple.
Marquez
years.
North is reading this somewhere on his phone. Like, people are sending it to him, and he's like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even remember what the circumstances of that game were.
It was a back and forth game. We were like a 500-ish team, and they were top 10, and we just beat them. Like, they probably weren't taking us seriously. It was an early game.
Were they like in line to make the SEC championship game at that point?
I
And
mean,
we beat them.
They were number 9 or 10. Jadavian, they had Clowney.
Yeah.
It was the Clowney year.
Mike Davis, remember him? Big
Yeah.
running back.
That was the Clowney year.
It was a good team. They were 7.5-point favorites in our place, and they slept on us. And we took advantage. They weren't ready.
On the live chat, 121.9er says it's not a rivalry if you get beat 18 times in a row. Steve Spurrier is definitely the main villain. Scott, who was just on, by the way, winner of What You Talking About, he said anybody that gets golf balls and mustard bottles thrown at them is a villain.
Thank you. By the way, Spurrier also listed as the number 1 villain for both Georgia and Kentucky. I kind of resent that. I feel like Fulmer or somebody should be Kentucky's number 1 villain.
Yeah,
You would think.
we should own them.
How about what they attribute as the biggest villain for Vanderbilt? Institutional apathy.
It's so funny.
That's perfect.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's what it
Oh my
is.
God, it's classic.
Slap in the face.
In the face.
And then Big Dog West Tennessee said, I saw a show on the SEC network about the SEC in the 90s, and it was mainly about Spurrier, Florida, and Tennessee. I forgot how much of a punk and a clown James Bates was and still is.
Yeah. Oh, the players just fed off that.
Yeah.
And it was the opposite thing with our team. Our guys would just get in their heads and play tight, and Florida would come in and play loose. And the ironic thing is a couple of those, like our team in 95 was better than their team. Now, they were very good in 96. I think they won the Natty that year. But we were just as good. I think we were better than them in 97 and still lost. Ironically, I don't think we were better than them in 98. No. That 98 Florida team was loaded with Javon Curse and NFL wide receivers out the wazoo and everything. And, T. Martin, I think, was making his 3rd start. He was like 7 of 21 passing against them. I mean, they had a ridiculous defense, and that's the way it goes sometime in that sport.
Yeah.
Best team doesn't always win.
That is true.
All right, y'all have a great weekend. For Bob and Bear and Walker, I'm merely Russell Smith. We'll